Alright, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here. Time to play some games. Time to have some fun. Stop by, say hi. We're here, ready to play. Hopefully it sounds good. And yeah. We'll party, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. Blah. Move that up a bit. Oh. She's going to smoke because it's raining and she does not want to get wet. Sucks for her. Blah 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 blah. Oh, okay. You can't open Messenger. Why? Okie dokie. Ooh, it's storming out there, man. I can hear the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. So, yeah. Stop on by. Come say hi if you'd like. We'd be glad to have you. Just doing a little bit of D&D today. Might get on and do some pubG afterwards. We'll see. Got the chat box up. I don't know if it's going to take from both. You know what? Let's check. Since we have nothing else going on anyways. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to take this down, bring it over here. So we can take this back up, put it up there like that. Alright, so we'll go to YouTube. We'll go to my channel. We'll check it out. Don't need the sound. I'm gonna type from here. Typing from YouTube.
Boy.
Check.
Matty boy, you beat me by like a split second.
Oh my.
Holy shit, we have a clock.
Holy shit. Mike, before I forget, Fenrith has a level of exhaustion.
Okay. Why?
It's because he went
went down.
unconscious.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that. But I remembered it today. So we're all good.
How dare you remember it after the fact?
I
Seriously.
know. Good thing we
What's
haven't
wrong
done
with you?
anything in the interim.
Okay, so the
And I
Which
don't think it's really
ones
gonna matter because I imagine you guys will
don't
rest
think are
between now
coming
and
in?
anything else happening.
probably.
No, I want to fight the video game boy.
I thought you were gonna kill us.
Yeah, but not before you rest.
But like, rocks in our sleep is the easiest way to do it.
True.
Listen. If we somehow
Couldn't look like
die,
chat boxes
you all
come
are gonna meet shit brown the orc.
Nope, doesn't look like chat's working at all. Weird.
And if he dies, you're gonna meet shit brown Jr.
Sworn to avenge his father.
Sworn to avenge his father, shit brown the orc.
This I've gotta see.
Yeah, looks like the chat stuff isn't working.
He not so smart.
Not getting it from Twitch. Damn.
People like to make fun of him.
Okay. I do not know
Is
how to get the
Shit Brown
Twitch
Jr. at
stuff
work or a
as
half
well,
work?
so
He's a half orc.
Oh,
I apologize.
Shit Brown got to the ladies
Go ahead and
that
kill
didn't
those.
want it.
Yep,
How do you know they didn't want it?
because nobody wants shit brown.
Oh,
Nobody.
You ever seen an orc ever met a man named Shit Brown? Trust me, nobody wanted it.
You'd be amazed
wrong.
at how many kinks there are out there.
The reason he's called shit brown is because, well, you know the guy that cleans out the porta potty tanks?
hmm
That's him.
He was named Clyde at birth.
Yeah. He inherited the name Shit Brown. First of his name.
Yes.
King of the shit tanks.
He has a really high charisma, but a really low int and wisdom, so he's very charming. He's just very stupid.
I like it.
Where the fuck is Alex? He's not a minute early. Piece of shit.
How dare he?
I was
Nope,
not
there he is.
thinking of Alex
You
just
was a
now.
minute early, old man.
Don't tell him.
I mean, what is he gonna do? He's not a DM in any of your other games, is he?
He doesn't matter.
He doesn't matter. It's all fine.
Nope, I totally recorded it. I'm sending him the file now.
Yes.
I guess I
Hack
should.
the main
I should
frame.
confess. All right, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Right? I never did it that well.
Hi.
before.
Oh, man.
What happened last week? Does anyone remember? Matt.
That was dickish.
I died because someone threw something, a ball of yarn into a crowd of goblins.
That was kind of dickish.
Someone help him because apparently he wasn't paying attention.
My bad.
What a weak person.
Anybody? Anybody?
Let's roll for it.
To my notes.
Oh, I love rolling for it. Where the fuck are all my dice?
Low man goes.
Oh, I had some questions from like 3 sessions ago.
You're not. I rolled Matt. So. What's your question, Matt?
Alright, I had 2 questions. One, long time ago, I sent a letter to my criminal contact investigating who was hunting Lexan. Did I ever get anything back about that?
No, because you guys left town. Like, not
okay.
even 20 minutes later.
Wow.
Alright. So the next question is, there was some magic gear we took off of that shadow figure, dude. What was that magic gear?
Did you guys identify it?
Probably.
Then if you identified it, you could do it any time, I suppose. I'm pretty sure it was just, he had like a cloak and a mask, and the mask allowed him to polymorph into that specific face.
Oh,
So like, well, not polymorph, but disguise self into that specific looking person.
that's kind of cool.
But he didn't have anything else.
Would you say it's a mask of many faces?
I wouldn't. It's a mask of exactly one face.
Mask of one
Oh.
face.
Mask of face.
Yeah.
Face mask.
The first step to being Casey Jones in D&D.
But
Yes.
It's capitalized. It's proper noun. So you know it's different from a normal face mask.
Did anyone else have any questions, or would anyone actually like to tell me what happened? Because I don't remember.
I know I went down and
Sure
came
did.
very close to death.
Yeah, we fought. It's orcs.
That was literally the
They
last
caught their
one.
shit on fire.
I got ransacked by a crazy gnome.
Oh yeah, that was last session.
Yeah, that was last session.
That
Yeah,
was
I know.
supposed to just massage me, and apparently when I turned down his romantic whatever, trashed my room.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I killed
Yeah.
4 of
Super
12
fun.
enemies and was sad for it.
Yep, only 4.
And then we stumbled upon a group of Knights of Ark and camped with them.
Nope.
And then they told a super creepy story about the Oni. And then we got attacked by goblins. And then
There
There was also a letter from R.
That sounds a little backward. We got attacked by goblins. More like we attacked the orcs. Goblin.
Oh,
Yeah, we
did,
went in that.
Because they were sneaking and we decided.
No. They
No,
totally
they-
attacked us first.
and there was one
Yeah, go with that.
knight of the Ark, I believe they were called. He had his armor scratched out. It was just a farming village.
I don't even think it was a village. I thought it was like an encampment.
It
Wasn't
Excuse
wasn't
me.
an encampment.
Small.
It was like the smallest village you've ever seen.
like you sneeze and you passed it.
Yeah, there was like 20
Yeah.
people that lived there.
Yeah.
I think that qualifies as a bona fide village.
Yeah, like that was just the best, like probably just like settlement of people.
I say with my hand on my suspenders.
So, yeah, I think I'm gonna kill this from Twitch.
It was a camping trip.
So we're gonna
Yeah,
do
So yeah, we ambushed some
This
goblins
right
and orcs,
here.
and I think that's where we ended.
la la la.
That
We're
is
gonna
where
put
we
this
ended, and that is
on
what we'll pick up.
to
You
this real
find
quick.
yourselves
Nope, not that.
standing in the
That.
aftermath of
We're gonna do
a
that real
battle
quick,
that
sorry.
didn't need to happen, but you decided that it did.
Oh, it needed to happen, all right.
And you almost lost Fenrith for it. You got
Mhm.
pretty
That
close to it.
absolutely
Yep.
needed to happen.
So you're now standing in the Ichor, and the horribleness. You've already looted the
Liquor and
bodies, I
blood.
believe.
Yep.
Found a note addressed or from someone named R that you seem to have encountered before.
Arr.
Arr!
Yeah, what was that from again?
That was on the Orc Chieftain.
No. The prior encounter.
Oh, what's his face has what's his face? Culver has another note from him
That's right.
From the
Because I wasn't
temple.
here for that
From the-
session.
from the temple. Yeah.
Yep.
You weren't here.
I wasn't here for that either.
But you were. You
I
killed
was?
all the you killed all those fucking guards on the post. This was a long time ago.
All right, we're gonna
Oh,
stop
this
the
is
stream
like
real
really
quick.
months
long
ago.
time
Yeah,
ago.
Fishing.
Okay,
Yeah, you travel on. For
we
the
are
rest of
only
that
gonna
day,
do this on YouTube,
Camp.
just because
So
it makes
your
life so
one of
much
his options
easier.
goes away, Fenrir.
Yay!
And just to expedite things, you do manage to get to Butter Pond the next day. However, as you're traveling along the road, the road you followed leads you to a small wooded area. Eventually, you find yourselves looking at a small, quaint little hamlet that takes up about 300 feet on either side of the road.
Your shadow is full up.
All
He's
the
not.
buildings are simple but charming, and there are no more than 10 of them, maybe 11, 12. As you get closer, you can see a log. It's cut long ways and held up by two posts. On it, written in painstaking and beautiful calligraphy, are the words, "Welcome to Butter Pond."
Oh, that's so nice.
So nice of them.
I don't trust it.
Okay, we'll put
At
that
this
on.
point, Denborough speaks up and says, "Right, so now that we're here, the compass is telling me to go that way," and he points
Is this dude from Scotland Yard?
north. Oh,
Yes, he
have you
totally
not
is.
met Denborough?
He hasn't met Denborough yet.
Oh
No.
my goodness,
Or-
you haven't
or
met
Gustav.
Denborough. Yeah, or Gustav. So
Yep.
just Matt, you have two companions with you. One of them is a halfling, or is he a gnome? No, he's a halfling.
No. Yeah.
A halfling named Gustav,
Blind.
who he's blind. He is accompanied by his dog, Denborough, who talks like this.
Yep.
The
You
dog
have-
talks?
The dog talks.
like this. Culver
Yeah,
was
dog fucking
enamored
talks.
by it.
He's my best friend.
And
He doesn't know that he's Culver's best friend, but Culver thinks that he's his best friend.
That's so nice.
You have been
And I
contracted
love
by.
it. Super ironic that the cat person is scoffing at the talking dog.
Right?
You have been contracted by Gustav to
That is
help
very
him
fair.
on his final pilgrimage. He has reason to believe he's going to die soon, and his god wants him to do some things before then. He's not sure what, but he has a compass that is pointing him towards where he needs to go. Eventually, he is resolved in thinking it will take him to the great end, which is the cemetery to the far west.
Well, isn't that nice?
Gotta get him laid
Oh,
beforehand.
also he's blind.
He's blind and riding Denborough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
And we all
Denborough-
got red
Denborough's a
horses.
mastiff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So it's pointing that way now, and he points north, which is off. It's off into the wooded area, not towards the town.
Well, should we?
But at this point, the sun has about to go down. It's probably around 4 or 5 in the
Excuse me.
afternoon, so you don't have a lot of sunlight left.
We should probably make arrangements for sleeping here, or if necessary, I can deploy my fortress.
Once
What?
again, I feel like we should go into town first, inform that we're here.
Wait, what do you mean deploy your fortress?
Did you miss that too?
Yeah, what
You
the fuck?
totally missed it.
He has missed a lot of
You
things.
have seen it. You have seen it. It seems like Vortho has a fortress that he can just pack up and take wherever he wants.
What the fuck is going on?
Let's say I'm only live for 51 seconds.
Mr. Catsman,
This
you
is
seem very
weird.
confused at
Oh, and I
times.
also have 2 heads. And
Okay, all of
And he
Restream
has
is
to
jacked
carry
up.
his balls in a wheelbarrow.
Yep.
this is
It
fucking
is
weird.
very impractical.
We made a pit stop at White Run.
Okay.
It didn't, or White Run. White Plains.
That's
It
weird.
did not end
All right,
well.
hold on. I gotta try and
It did
fix
not.
The
this.
place is just
Close the
irradiated.
window.
We don't know what the
You
fuck.
find yourself coming to the Cloud District often.
Fuck you,
We
Nazim.
also
Fuck you,
This is
Nazim.
weird.
Not with balls as big as those.
we went to Skyrim at some point?
Hmm.
Oh, I missed it.
My
It's
iron
totally empty.
tower.
All right.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Hopefully this
You
is
made it
working now.
creepy.
it's only like
Made
2
it weird.
Good
You
Look,
made
it's
it
not weird enough, honestly.
You made it weird.
I did make it weird.
You made
So
it
weird.
Ah,
Yeah, you did.
yeah.
It's a euphemism for a reason.
Yes.
Anyway,
He's euphemizing.
It's very
Right.
spacious inside.
It
They
is,
may
and it's
only
very
be 2
safe.
floors, but
It's a very
yes.
safe place.
what would you like to do?
See the fortress?
Well, first of all, we should go into town and inform them we're here, just like last time. Be like popping a fortress off outside town.
But Oliver, what if they are undesirables here and they wish to cause us harm?
More fun.
Oh well.
Put targets on our back, do we?
You just said how safe your fortress was. It won't
That's
matter.
entertainment for the night.
Safe, it is not impenetrable.
I feel safe.
I'd rather inform them. We can't just. We're gonna cause more problems for ourselves if we just. All of a sudden, there's a fortress outside town that's gonna cause a stir more than if we go in there.
Okay,
Okay.
but
Right
you also
side
have to
there?
keep in mind it's late in the evening and we're strangers. I would
Exactly.
rather
Stranger
approach
danger.
them in the light of dawn.
Exactly.
There's
That's why
also
we
an
go into
exceptional
town.
lack
Oliver
of
just
hero
arrived.
here.
Everything is fine because I am here.
No need to worry,
Also,
child.
Like, I mean, I love that you want to like approach people immediately, but people don't like you. You look like a
Whoa.
and we're
fuck
coming
you
in at
too.
night.
I don't
I'm
think
just
anyone
saying.
has ever treated him poorly because he's a tiefling. Just like for the record, I don't remember ever role-playing anyone poorly.
They haven't.
Man,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Tieflings exist here.
People have been more weirded out by Matt
And the big wolf.
and
No,
the wolf.
there have been a couple of people, like that one preacher dude in the temple that Culver was trying to talk to.
That was
and-
another tiefling. And then I weirded him out from trying to. I just came up to him and started just talking in infernal to him.
Yes.
Yeah,
Caught him
that's
off guard.
right. You pissed him off. Totally pissed him off.
Not
Anywho,
because he was a tiefling.
No.
Because
Dude, I'll go with you with the big wolf and we can go talk to the townspeople. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, yeah.
All
Y'all
I'm saying-
y'all go get the Hamlet to bring
Culver-
pitchforks and fire.
Culver,
Yeah,
Fenris, and
sure.
Shadow start walking toward town.
Yes.
I'm going too. I need the beer.
Cacron as well.
I'm going to.
I suppose I will accompany them.
Syria,
just
do
did
you
this last
abstain?
week.
What?
No, Siri.
You gotta turn that off.
Hey Siri, do you abstain?
So, Tamara's character's name is
Are
Hysteria,
you going with
and
them or
every
not?
time
Yeah,
the DM says Hysteria, it's
So you-
his
you
phone
all
thinks
start
he's
to
talking to it,
Go down the road
saying
again.
Siri. It's funny.
As you approach, the
What do you
buildings
want?
all seem like they have a purpose, not, and the purpose isn't for
Oh,
a
good
domicile.
times.
You don't see any houses.
You're a domicile.
Your mom's a domicile.
Wow, that's just disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Lady.
She is, and I'd live inside of her. Anyways,
Oh my.
you all, you look around. There
That
seems to
is
be a
really
couple
good.
of like, there seems to be a general store there. There is a really small smith, as well as a few just like general like warehouses and stuff like that, like small like shit, not even a warehouse, but sort of like
Good.
storehouse.
Can I ask for some clarification?
Yes.
Small smith as in small building, or small smith as in small dude?
No, like a small building that is a smith.
Good question,
like a
good question.
smithy.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure, man.
Yeah, it's a small man named Smith.
No, or like a small like blacksmith.
I know a man with a wooden leg named Smith.
Like a dwarven smithy? Are you trying to say all dwarves are?
Halfling,
That's
maybe.
exactly what I was saying. The biggest building that you see appears to have be a tavern of some sort, maybe an inn. You can't tell from here. If it is an inn, it doesn't have very many rooms, and it doesn't have a name. There's no insignia or any kind of sign on the outside.
Are there windows?
So there are windows. You look
Wait, an
inside.
inn without a pun? What the fuck?
I know, no name. Weird.
Small enough town. There's no need. It's just the end.
Yeah, if you're gonna stay here, you're gonna stay here. Like this is the only one for a few more hours.
You don't have many choices.
So you look inside the window. You see a couple of chairs, a couple of tables. There's a bar. There's only one person in there of current, and he is the barkeep. And looking a little closer, you notice that everything is very small.
Yo!
Seems like
What's up,
Gustav would be
personality?
comfortable in there, and maybe
is funny.
Chakron, but he's still a
Hysteria
little too big
likes
for it.
to bring up Siri.
We can hear you chewing, Matt.
You're a real piece of shit. So what would you like to do?
This seems very quaint, but at the same time, it also seems very uninviting.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go sit down at the small bar, I guess.
Yeah, same here. Also, have we passed anybody on the road?
I mean, you've passed a few travelers. It's not a very common road it's not traveled a lot. It's not like a prime trading route or anything like that. But you saw a few people.
Cool. And then
You
of
don't
course
see anyone
there's
right now.
Wasn't there that that like the troops the troops that we went by? They said that they're from a fort near here.
Yes, they did. They mentioned Fort Dumar, which is near Butter Pond.
Do we know well enough to have it maybe marked on the map? Marked on the map?
They didn't tell you exactly where it was, just that it was near.
Which is we knew about the. Like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure like two of us
Lay
knew
down.
about it. Because we found out.
Yeah, that's right. You did roll, so yeah, I can.
Lay down, Dougie.
That makes sense.
Yes, hello, baby.
What your guess is, everybody? I'm guessing it's gonna be north. It's gonna
Aye.
be near those mountains. It's my guess.
I
Would
mean,
be.
our guesses is this is where the goblins ended up making it because they had problems with sickness. Much
They
like
were down with the sickness. Here,
Get down, get down, get down! Sorry. Yeah, it's right there.
don't see it.
Okay. You're off. Thank you.
Why?
Are you on the similar?
I'm
On
not
there.
this time.
Yeah, I'll see it.
It's just north
Yeah,
of
there's
Butter
nothing
Pond.
there.
Not very far there. Not very far at all. Maybe I drew it so small that it just
See
couldn't register
nothing.
for you. Let me try it again. Let's put it on the map layer this time so that it's right there. Do you see that?
There it is. yeah.
See a little bit of dot.
God, that was itty bitty.
There she blows.
Blows she dar.
Blow she dar.
Well, obviously, myself and Shadow are sitting outside the inn.
Yeah, you definitely can't fit. He definitely can't fit.
And I
Not
stay
even
with
close.
him. He lays down,
The
I lay
door-
on him. It's good times.
The door seems to be person-sized, like a regular, like human-sized, but you still have to like kind of hunch down, especially the taller of the group. As you step inside, the man behind the bar stops.
The bar
reading his
behind the
book.
man?
He looks up at you and he says, "Oh, welcome! It's wonderful to see travelers today. My name is Orion. Welcome to the inn. Do you need a place to stay?"
We aren't sure yet. We'd like some drinks. Oh, at least I would. I know. My dwarf friend over here would. But
Of course.
we were, regardless if we stay or not, we would like to have. We just want to make ourselves known in town. We might stay outside town. We realize what kind of figure we cut, and we don't want to spook anyone if they see us camping out in the night.
That's very much appreciated. And you see him jump off of his stool behind the bar. You kind of see the top of his head. Clearly, he's a halfling.
I was gonna say, did he disappear?
No, you can see the top of his head. He's a taller halfling, and it's not a very high bar.
This dude's full fucking 3 feet tall.
Yeah, and he goes to get a few drinks ready. He says, "Is ale okay? It's pretty much all I have.
How strong is it?
Gets me plenty drunk, but I'm not very big."
Oh, I'll have a couple tankards then.
All right. And he starts getting everyone drinks. He brings everyone one drink except for Kakron. He brings you 4. And he smiles and he says, 2 of them are on the house.
Oh, thank you. How
No
much?
problem. For everything, 8 silver.
I will cover that if you don't mind.
Okay.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. So, you weren't needing rooms then?
I figured we might discuss that a bit.
All right.
Since
I don't
there's
have
still-
many. I have 3 rooms currently.
Are
Oh,
they?
I don't know if this one would want to share a room with me.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Oh, I forgot to mention. Outside, past the, just off the road, you can see the river. there is a pretty strong river that is flowing south.
Cool.
Just so everyone knows, a little more of the terrain.
So, have you had problems with a mysterious sickness in town, by the way?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, we're just making sure because down in White Plains, for a while they had a sickness go through there, and we passed some soldiers on the road here who also had the same sickness, but I don't know. It's,
Yes.
we discovered
Soldiers
it's due
or
to a
NPCs
poisoning,
getting
not a,
friendly is usually bad.
infectious disease or anything like that, and I believe we have stopped it, but I just want you to be on the lookout.
Hey,
It's
that's
carried
really nice
through
of you to
water.
let us know.
It's carried through water, so maybe if people start getting mysteriously sick, maybe start boiling it, maybe find a new location to get your water from. I don't know.
We get our water from the river. It's never been a problem. But if it does become one, we're really grateful for the information.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Well, I'll be back over here reading my book. If anyone does need rooms, you just holler. Orion's the name. Orion. And then he goes back to reading.
All right.
Well,
So-
he is certainly sprightly.
Yeah, seems a cool dude. You guys want to stay here? You want to pop a fortress off outside of town? What's the deal?
Pop that fortress.
I mean, either way, we're going to have to share in a boat. I
Yeah.
hope none of you are against that. I know Hysteria and I believe it is Kakron have done so before, so they share no ill will toward me.
I think that was done against Tom's will, though. I don't see a problem with it. Saves money, and I feel like the beds here probably aren't the correct size for us, or most of us.
You hear over at the bar, we get a lot of regular-sized folk. Don't worry, the beds will fit you.
Regular sized folk, that's cute.
Okay, thank you.
At this point, I pop my head inside. I'm like, does he have an empty stable?
Oh yeah. There's my friend outside would like to know if there's stables here. I don't
Yeah,
think
there's.
I saw one.
He says, yeah, there's a stable out back for travelers to leave their horses. And then he looks out the window and he says, or other mounts. I'm not here to judge.
More of a companion than a mount, but yeah. Is it empty? Because I don't want him to scare anything.
Currently, yes, I don't have any stayers. I don't have anyone here. I actually haven't seen anyone in a few days.
Yeah, I'd probably chalk that up to Whiterun. The whole situation with Whiterun.
Not the name of the town.
White Plains?
Ah, you got me saying Whiterun! Ah, fuck you! Yeah, chalk it up to that because I feel like I probably dampened people's spirits a bit. Didn't want to do
Could
much
be.
trade and travel.
I don't get a lot of travelers from White Plains. I usually get
Really?
people on the way to White Plains. I get a lot of people from Falcon's Crest and from the seat proper, Masry, but not usually from White Plains. Usually headed to White Plains, sure, I'll give you that. But usually people, if they head from Masry, they head through us to White Plains, then south through Chambal, and I think some of them hit to Bradford. And then on the way to Ulm, and then back up to Masry to
What is my spell safety?
re-up on their supplies. I get a lot of
I
traveling
need to look that
salesmen, merchants.
No, that's
and
not what I wanted.
Just general kind of
Down.
explorers and cartographers,
D&D
although
resources.
we really have mapped everything in the area.
Key stuff, so that'll be in
How
Xanathars.
long have you managed this establishment?
34?
Oh, me? Oh, going on 60 years now I've been here.
There we go.
It is a very long time.
Yeah.
Are
it's a
you
good
the
job.
original proprietor? Did
Not
you
the
inherit
original.
it?
No. I didn't inherit it. I actually, when I retired from my last career, I wanted
Okay, it's
something a
gonna be
little
the
less
regular one.
taxing. So I pooled some money. I bought this place from the owner who wanted to get
turn
out,
up.
and I think he had family off in the Bree Isles, so he left, and now I'm here. And
8
been
plus
well so
proficiency
far.
plus wisdom. Alright.
Previous
So,
Shop.
wisdom is 4,
he looks you over
proficiency is
and
4,
says,
so that should
yeah, I
be
imagine
16.
me and you have a little bit in common. I used to be a rabble rouser when I was younger. I used to go out, I'd fight some kobolds or whatever, you know. And then I just, it wasn't for me. I did it for a few years, got tired. I had made enough money at that point that I really didn't need to do it anymore, and so I'm here now.
Sounds like a very long and exasperating tale, yes.
Oh yeah, they always say I'm a talker.
Very verbose.
Probably why the town folk don't come up here often.
It is unfortunate. Speaking to someone, you can learn many things about them.
That's true.
Many things.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just side-eyeing him the whole time.
Okay.
I love the answer.
He verbally reacts to the side eye. looks at you, looks at the clock. Okay.
9 total.
He doesn't seem to notice your side eye because he can't roll more than a 9 on anything.
No, I'm side-eyeing Vortho.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh.
side eyeing. All right.
I to me this is brand new, so I'm just like.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's all right. Culver
What's
hates
your
me too.
attack?
Culver just
5.
recently decided he's not Lexan, so.
By the way, Lexan has to die for setting the tavern on fire.
Oh yeah.
Ranger.
Oh yeah,
Oh, dude.
the tavern you
He
missed
killed-
this too. The
Gorbles, the bartender.
The tavern that was attached to Harold's
See if
Heroes.
they can
That's a
shoot
big
that
ass
there,
fucking moose.
not-
Sorry. The tavern that's
Legendary.
attached to Harold's Heroes burnt down, and that's why you guys left town so quickly because you would assume it was Lexan.
Come on now, we know it was Lexan. He said he was gonna do it, and then mysteriously 20 minutes later, it's on fire.
I was like, oh no, we didn't assume.
I assume nothing.
Anyway,
Back to being uncomfortable.
Just found my movie stuff from The Last Jedi. Wow, sorry. I had to tell somebody that. That's weird.
Dembro,
Okay.
where's that compass pointing now?
well, right, still north.
Just for the game. Yeah.
Or you
More
actually-
north?
Just for the
He
game.
says that way, and he points north.
What was this guy's name?
Orion.
Orion. What would you say is the biggest landmark that
Jesus.
lies in that direction? And I point the same way that Denver was pointing.
Oh, he thinks about it for a second.
It's a big
If you
fucking
go up
move.
that way, maybe a mile or so, you'll find the fort. In between this and that, there's the oh, you know, I don't actually know what that big field is, but people seem to not want to go there.
The big field.
Yeah, there's just a big
excuse me.
field. I don't know. Everyone in town seems wary of it. They don't want to go there for some reason. The only thing I've ever seen there is this broken down. It's like a. I can't think of the word stone. Stone building that no one ever goes into, and I don't think there's even an opening anymore. But
Do you know anyone who would have information about this clearing
I
Hmm?
mean,
in town?
all I've ever heard about.
Yeah, no,
it
he
are
does really
just,
good.
Like superstitions type
If I ever
stuff.
make a
You
halfling,
can, if you
I
want
will
to
be
head
talking
down,
crazy the
you
entire
can
time.
Ask around down there, but
Because this is my halfling voice, and this is the guy that it will
Man.
be for the
Superstition.
whole time.
oh, just that it's
And it'll be
cursed, or
fine.
that there's like evil there. I don't know. I'm not sure. Something bad happened there.
I
No
just
one's
can't
really
keep
sure what.
accents. Like, I
Well,
can
good
do
to
an
know.
accent
Best
for a
to
little
steer
while,
clear
but
of it.
keeping it for a while is just too much work.
Say clear the clearing.
Or investigate.
Bam, bam.
No, we are leading this Gustav on his journey to find whatever it is.
We'll see if we can bring a
Blind
halfling in. We'll see
Yes,
what
and
happens.
I'm rather excited
We'll see
to get
what
on that
happens.
mission.
I'm so glad you are.
So, any local chatter, particularly interesting, or they're pretty boring out here?
Well, we saw the soldiers leave a few days ago. We don't know where they were headed. But that's probably not good.
Yeah.
Around town itself, no, nothing really. It's been quiet other than that. Like I said, not a lot of travelers lately, so I've been pretty bored.
You guys, good relations with the fort up there? Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, if something happens, they take care of us. We send them a lot of food that we manage to fish out of the river or
True story.
grow. Yeah, no, they're friendly enough.
Cool.
I've had a few join up there. Pretty recently actually, but you know, just a fort.
Cool. Anyway, so what's our plan, team? No? None? Cool.
Hello?
Yeah, does anyone have a plan?
We
Yeah, I'm
stay
planning
here.
on
I don't like the quiet.
I'm planning on a 5th tanker here.
Orion says it up. I can
Stay
hear
here.
you, Vile. Can you-
Everybody was just like cutting
think-
out. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, you're fine. I was just making sure.
It was like, hey, you wanna go to like the party?
That's enough of that.
It was bad.
So are we going to stay here, or are we going out into the woods to put up the fortress?
That's my question, yeah.
Let's put it to a vote. Culver, what do you want to do?
Abstain.
Oh my god, I hate you.
So much.
I have no
You're the
problem
one
staying.
wanting a plan, and then you don't want to actually do anything for a plan.
That's why I asked for a plan, because I don't want to make one.
I have no problem staying, but I'm gonna want a area that I can put up my forge so I can practice.
I mean, we get room to ourselves and
Wait, what was Culver wanting a plan for? Because I
Just
feel like the plan
the
is
night.
Where the
Oh.
fuck to sleep tonight?
probably indoors.
Well, yeah, but
Indoors.
I'm totally
but,
not
like,
putting up a forge in my room. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you can go outside. Fit Fenrith and his wolf out there.
The idea is, are we renting something, or are we just
I'm staying here.
hop in that thing? Oh,
I'm gonna have nice mugs of ale with me and maybe some food if that is offered, like dessert treats.
Might as well. We're already here.
I would like a sweetie.
Oh, I've got some cakes in the back.
A nice bonbon. That would be so nice.
More
I
like
see.
a coffee cake, but I'll go get it. And then he shuffles off to the back and comes out a few minutes later with coffee and coffee cake.
something creepier than an adult German man talking about sweets.
But
Like
sweets
food.
makes the world go round.
Some sweets, yeah.
He puts it all down on the table, and then he goes back over to where he was. But you notice he doesn't pick up his book. He just kind of like watches you guys intently.
Can I give him a looky loo? Give him a little one of these.
Just seems to be watching you.
A
Yeah.
very emphatic V.
What are those? Hit him with the
Let's see. Can I do this? Say, I haven't seen coffee cake in so long. And I pull a copper piece out of my pocket, and I flip it. I say, I hope it tastes nice. And I pick it up, and as I take a bite, I would like to detect Orion's thoughts, just his surface thoughts.
All right.
Oh lordy.
Does he get a save for that, or is the surface thoughts he just gets?
For the duration, you read the thoughts. When you cast a spell, you can focus, blah de blah, do do do. Oh, if I probe deeper, they have to make a wisdom save.
Okay, so you just read his surface thoughts.
I know his surface thoughts, or his... What is it?
Or
What
if he has
is
an
it?
intelligence of lower than 3, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Aha! Gotcha.
But he doesn't.
Surprise! You've been
No.
talking to a catatonic halfling the whole time.
What you hear in his mind is, "Oh, I hope he likes it. I worked really hard on that."
Oh, what a sweet
I make it Even if it isn't good, I make it seem as though I enjoy it.
It tastes fine. I mean, it's not the best coffee cake you ever had, but I mean,
Is it iced?
it's not.
Oh,
But it's got
I don't know.
cinnamon crumbles on top.
I don't even know if I can fake this now. Can I make a performance check?
Nice. Oh!
That's smooth.
You rub your belly, suck your teeth, and he looks over and you make eye contact. He looks pleased with himself.
I give him
you
a
made
thumbs
him
up.
blush.
Oh man, suck my teeth.
He gives you the thumbs up back.
This is so wholesome.
That's
Ryan,
funny.
Until
I
you
would
probe
like-
deeper.
No, I'm not gonna probe deeper. Oh no.
So I can poison him.
What the fuck is going on?
That's scary.
That's Orion's deeper thoughts voice.
Orion, I would like some ale delivered to my room. I will take a room, regardless of
Wait.
whichever.
What?
Wait.
You're the one with the fortress, dude.
So, if I can sleep in a bed, I would rather sleep in a bed.
Is there no beds in the fortress?
No, it's just a room.
Oh, it's
No.
completely empty. Yeah, you have to use your own.
What the
Your own
fuck is
shit.
this fortress?
It's just a 2-floor
He
tower.
charges
right?
you 5 silver for the room.
Easy. How much for the ale?
Since you got a room, he says it's on the house.
Great.
He shows you back, and it's not. There's not like a second story or anything. He shows you to a door, and down the hallway, you see 3 rooms. One on the left, one on the right, one at the end of the hall.
I will
he
take
says-
the one at the end of the hall.
He says, "Pick whichever you want."
Great.
And you head inside. It is literally a bed, which is human-sized, a bed, a nightside table, and a candle. That's all. And a trunk at the foot of the bed.
Totally fine.
All that's
I will just chill out there for a bit, and then I will be right back.
Okay.
Alright, he's gone. He's gone. Alright, we break in there.
We chilling. Alright,
Soap
what are you-
party.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna camp outside with Benrith and Shadow.
Okay.
I'll get a room.
All right. 5
I'll
silver.
totally get a room.
5 silver. All the rooms are gone.
Uh-oh.
What? Kakron's actually getting a room and not sleeping in the common area?
Hey, you know what? This time, I need it.
He's loaded now.
5 ales in.
Hey, Clock. You think there's room for 2? Maybe on your floor?
It's
Joe,
a
is there room
twin-sized
for
bed. It's twin-sized bed, so not in the bed unless you really know each other.
Clock is only going to take the bottom part of it anyways as he curls up. It's
I was
fine.
gonna say, You're probably gonna lay at the feet.
I
You
mean,
said they'll find a way to make me take a...
I paid for this bed. It's mine.
the room itself, like the bed and the trunk, like they reach from one side of the room to the door. So there's not a lot of room there. And then there's the bedside table. So there's probably like 3 feet, 3.5, 4 feet of room that you could curl up on the floor. You could lay like partly under the bed.
Yeah, let's go hang out with the elves.
Okay.
Do you want it? Okay, you can.
No,
if you want to.
I'm good.
You just have to be the little spoon.
Oh my. Don't worry.
I don't think you want that with the horns.
Or the tail.
That too. Ooh, now the tail will be a little... No, alright.
That hate cradling, you know?
Gustav and Denborough at this point say, "Oh, well, we don't mind sleeping outside. We've been doing it for a few weeks
yeah.
now." And Denborough is right. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really mind about that at all. I've always wanted to be an outside dog, and I like to thrive out there. So I'm excited to get outside again. And so they step outside, and they say, "We're gonna go like walk around a little bit, stretch our legs for bed." And
I got some tents to spare. I got 3, so...
Denborough says, "Oh, don't worry about that. We got one too." And he like kind of gestures to his saddle.
Is there like an empty lot nearby that I could set up the forge at?
make an investigation check?
Wait, you can just set up a... What? Oh, yeah,
Yep.
never mind.
The ring, yeah.
Not really.
That forge that you guys went by, that blacksmith, that has not been used in years. There's a heavy amount of dust on it. No one around it. It's cold. So you're happy to use it or set up your stuff in there. I don't think anyone will notice.
Okay, I'll set up my stuff in there because it'd probably be too hard to try to stoke a fire out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go in there and practice. I'll break down my dagger and try to create another dagger.
Alright.
See how well I do.
Give me not thieves tools. Give me a smith tools check.
Yes, thieves tools. Hold on.
All right. Damn. Like you just like in general roll very well. Like the number on the die is always very high.
Yeah, fuck you.
You set up all your stuff. You start to melt things down and forge and forge and forge, and you feel like you're getting better at this.
While I'm here, do I see any like spare ingots just laying around of like steel or iron?
Give me another investigation check.
Oh,
Looking around, doesn't really look like it. You don't see anything particularly special or anything really useful. You see some old tools. Maybe you could use them, but you have better tools, so why bother?
Okay.
Oh, there you go, Culver. You want to sleep in Vorthos' bed with him?
No, I'm good. I'll sleep inside.
While I'm outside, I'm gonna go ahead and use Primeval Awareness just to see if there are giants within 5 miles, just for shits.
Giants in the sky. You do not sense any giants.
Okay. That's all I need to know. You don't think? Oh my.
In fact, Orion actually a giant.
Believe it or not.
Just has dwarfism.
He's walking on air. Anyways, so I'm gonna have Fenrith and Asteria, or actually just one of you with advantage, make a perception check. Each you two with advantage. There you go. The night, as you guys all bed down and prepare for tomorrow, because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen tomorrow. The night is peaceful, and as you come out of your trance, as Asteria passes it off to you, you notice that it is just barely beginning to rain. The trees have all, in this area more than the places you've been, are starting to turn more as we're getting into mid-fall. And,
Ooh, pretty colors.
You see a lot of leaves on the ground that are now getting wet, and it's pleasant. Where you're from, there's a lot of rain. And so now that we've got to the point in the calendar where it's going to start raining more, you feel more at home than usual. Even though it's not really much of a home to you anymore. But looking around, nothing comes out at night to kill you. The only thing you do notice is that about midway through the night, 3 halflings just walk out of the tavern and just start going off towards one of the storehouses.
You said out of the tavern?
There were other people there the whole time?
Where the hell did they come from?
He said no one was with him.
There was other rooms, too. He said there's 3 open rooms.
No, he said he had 3 rooms.
Oh, never mind.
Total.
Okay.
And he also said he was alone.
Do they all look the same?
Not like they look like halflings, but they don't look like the same halfling.
Okay.
They don't seem to be sneaking around. They just seem to walk over to just walking over there to the storehouse.
I'm going to look at Shadow, tell him to stay here and keep watching. I'm going to follow him sneakily by casting Pass Without Trace.
Alright, make a stealth check.
How do you the great benefit of not going with you?
Yes, I will pass without 3s. Pass without trace.
You sneak forward, ducking behind the few buildings and kind of loose trees around. You follow them up till they get to the storehouse. They don't seem to notice you. They go inside, and then a few minutes later, they come out carrying sacks of something, grain, looks like. And then they walk back towards the tavern and inside.
Odd. Okay.
All right. this happens 2 or 3 more times during the night. It's not always the same halflings. And one time, just a single person comes out. He comes out, goes to a tree, pees on the tree, and goes back inside. At no point do any of them seem to either notice or give a shit that you're there.
Okay.
With 30 stealth, they didn't fucking notice.
They didn't see shit.
Well, they don't notice Hysteria, they don't notice the big fuck off wolf, they don't notice Culver or Denborough, they don't seem to care.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so as morning rises, you all find yourselves relaxed. Fenrith, you are no longer exhausted.
Yay.
And
Was he
the day is yours.
I go ahead and once everybody is together, I relay the information of the goings on of the halflings last night.
So, what was it again exactly? They just walked out?
3 halflings would walk out of the tavern. Don't know where they came from inside the tavern, but they came out of the tavern, headed over to this storeroom here, each grabbed a sack, and then came back. And then happened a few more times throughout the night.
Their disposition seemed nice, jolly. They were talking to each other, joking.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't like they were sneaking around or anything like that. So
Seemed like they had a job to do and they were doing it.
yeah, it didn't seem nefarious, but I thought, people might want to know just because I don't remember there being any other halflings inside the tavern, but there were some there, and more than 3 because they were different at times.
Arthur goes and kind of opens the door to the tavern, looks outside a bit, in the direction of the storehouse. Then he walks back over. And how many of those that you saw?
He saw total maybe 5 different ones, no more than 3 at a time.
Interesting. I make sure all my things are with me.
Make an investigation check. That was not meant for you, Tamara.
I will not look at it until the end of game.
I have deleted it.
Well, there you go. I didn't even read it. I was a very nice person.
You look around your stuff. Seems like everything's there.
Cool.
Cool.
So what do we do now? Do we head up north to where the compass points?
Fenborough is up and headed that. He's not headed that way, but he is intent on moving that way. He's like, right, let's go. Let's just do all this. Alright.
Alrighty then.
Sure.
I'll be doggone if we don't.
Alright, so you guys start following the compass.
Sure.
As you do, you have to press through some trees, but you get through them in a minute or so.
Okay,
and
each
then
creature within 30. Got
maybe
it.
half a mile through, you come to a clearing. There's just a big open field. On the other side, you see a hill, and on top of the hill is what looks to be a fort. In the center of the clearing, you see a small stone structure of some sort.
So, this is the weird thing he was talking about. Do we want to circumnavigate, or just do we not care and just want to go straight there?
I would like to test something. Excuse me, dog.
Yep.
Would you like to face backwards with the compass in your hand, in your paw? How cute.
All right. He faces backwards and looks. It's still pointing in the same direction.
Now move a bit to the side.
He moves. It still keeps pointing. It
Does
keeps
it-
pointed towards the center of the clearing, regardless of where he moves. It looks like it's
That
pointing
is
towards
what
the
I
structure.
was concerned with. It seems as though we are being led to this effigy in the center of the clearing.
Well, Let's do it then.
Let's look for a way in. Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and have our kitty climb.
Kitty,
Should be
kitty,
interesting.
Kitty climb, yeah.
Just no dwarf tossing yet.
Ooh, but that's fun. We can make a dwarfapult.
Dwarfable.
So you press forward towards this small structure, and it looks to be it was at one point a building. Culver, go ahead and make an
Shit
intelligence
brown.
check for me.
Gotta love shit brown the York.
Intelligence. Oh no. I want to also
Actually, Clock, you may also do so.
Intelligence check?
Mm-hmm.
Shit!
And Cactus, actually, you may too.
also divine sense.
Portafort the Warforged.
Wait, intelligence, you said?
Yeah, just a straight intelligence check.
Since you're asking us three, could it be
Why
religion
am I
check?
trying?
You don't have to.
Oh, holy crap. Well, never mind.
Looking it over, this was, and you all know this. This was at one point some kind of mausoleum of some sort, maybe a shrine, something like that. Somebody asked me a question a moment ago, and I do not remember what the question was. It was divine sense. That's what it was.
Yes.
You don't sense anything from where you are.
Okay.
But looking it over, the where the door once was, it has just collapsed. There's just like rubble and debris there. You don't see an obvious entrance.
I'm out of beer. I'm sad.
Well,
But looking it over, you feel like if you were just to pull all this stuff out, it's gonna take a while.
Well. Any
I feel
ideas?
like, just for shits and giggles, we should walk past it and look at the compass. I'm thoroughly confident it's pointing at this.
No
Due
matter
to your
where
last little
Denborough walks,
investigation.
no matter where Denborough walks, it points back towards this.
Okay.
And the structure looks like it could be entered.
It looks like at one point there was an entrance, but something happened and it just like collapsed in on itself. If this thing was fully built the way it was maybe like a 6 foot by 6 foot by probably 6 foot by 6 foot by 6 foot box. Yeah, cube.
Interesting. So, I feel like we're missing something that's very obvious to us.
Maybe Gustav should pray for guidance since his compass seems to be leading him here.
Okay, I can try. And then you see him drop down off of Denborough and drop to his knees. And he concentrates and concentrates. After a moment, he opens his eyes, stands up, he has a smile on his face. He says, "No, I don't know."
As he takes the time to pray and meditate, I pull out what looks to be a small child's doll. It's just a wooden kind of mannequin. And I have a small string wrapped around its torso like a harness.
Mm-hmm.
And I hold it aloft, and I begin casting Find Familiar as a ritual. Or not Find Familiar, sorry, Unseen Servant.
Okay. You do so. After 10 minutes and 6 seconds, you feel the presence with you.
I will just... Wait, hold on. Can I communicate verbally, or is it... Okay, it has to be...
Mentally command.
Is it mentally?
It says,
So,
once each of your turns as a bonus action, you mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet and
Okay.
interact with an object.
I mentally command it to approach the stone mess
okay.
until it reaches it,
Mm-hmm.
and then try to interact with the stones somehow, touching.
It touches it. You see as it reaches out to touch it, like a couple of loose stones just kind of fall to the ground.
I am thoroughly freaked out by this because I can't see the servant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one can see it. You can just
Oh.
know. You can sense there's something near you. You
There
felt it
seems
move
to
around.
be some sort of presence within.
And also, we saw freaking Vortho just cast the spell.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Ted
you're
was,
right,
like,
you're right.
doing
You
shit.
saw him cast a spell.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden something is walking around away from him and then doing stuff. I figure we could connect the dots.
No, this place is truly haunted.
I summon it 60 feet out,
Yeah.
as
you
far
can-
as I can.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
But it's,
Still.
if it comes to where you guys are standing, it just starts touching things and starts falling over. Nothing. It's not like making big shifts in the rock.
Right, yeah.
That
It's
is-
got a strength of 2.
Yeah, I was like, if you want to roll the -5 check to try to move a rock, go
No,
for it.
I just wanted to kind of like touch stuff and feel around and, you know, good like caress of the stone.
It is real stone, if that is what you were trying to
No.
discern.
I want to disturb something. A rune of some sort isn't. But anyway,
Oh
It
yeah, no,
seems there's
you don't
some-
find anything like that.
sort of poltergeist haunting the area.
Where is my character? Some sort of poltergeist. Let's see. Some sort of poltergeist.
I mean, you used divine sense 8 seconds ago and didn't detect a undead in the area.
Oh yeah, touche. There's no nothing undead here.
I farted.
Also,
Oh
I farted.
my.
Culver, that is very crass. By the way, there's something over there.
Tim is right. That's sorry. It was me. I'm sorry.
So we heading in? I start stepping towards it. Stepping towards it.
Can
box.
Fenrith give me a wisdom check?
Wisdom check.
Get some check.
Get some check.
You concentrate, and again you see this flower in your palm just kind of glow. And you feel
Oh,
your
that's
hand-
right. It was a flower, not a feather. My bad.
Flower just kind of that your hand just starts to it closes into a fist and it just shakes. And you feel the need to walk over there, and you don't know why you have this feeling, but I should punch this.
I go ahead and do so then.
Roll
I will follow my stuff.
What?
Punchy, punchy.
You're
Hey,
gonna
guys.
punch the stone?
We have a portable jackhammer.
Roll damage.
Okay.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you punch this just piece of pure rock. And you guys watch as part of this thing just cracks and breaks away. And you can look inside now. There's a small hole opening into it. Make a perception check, Fenrith.
See.
Yeah, fuck it up, dude.
Eee, shitty.
Looking through, it looks like there is a staircase in there. Can't determine. It's going down, but that's all you can determine from in there. And you feel like if you do that again, that shit's not going to work, but you've got a starting point now.
Okay,
You've
I want to
never
use.
punched anything that hard before.
I want to use my quarterstaff because it's got the adamantium, so it automatically crits on objects.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
So, Fenrith, any particular reason you just decided to...
Just felt like punching.
The hand looks very injured.
Nah, it's not bad.
After he's not really listening to you. He's responding, but he's not really listening because he starts wailing on this wall with his quarterstaff, and it starts breaking away. Make another attack.
I mean, if you don't want to use your quarterstaff, you don't want to ruin that wonderful thing. I got a warhammer here you can use.
No, I'm good.
Hysteria can also move the earth. Never mind.
Yeah, I think he's got it.
After about 5 minutes of just feverish smacking, he manages to pull enough of these rocks away that you guys can see now a very dilapidated opening, but it is there, and there is a well-crafted and finely preserved staircase headed down into something.
Guys, the wall must
Hey,
have
guys.
been
Something.
We're gonna go down into the creepy hole, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Probably.
Just Fenrith, are you feeling okay? That was very violent.
You
Nope,
only
I'm
had
good.
partial control of yourself during that. You felt like something else was making you punch and hit, but you had enough wherewithal that if you wanted to stop it, you could have, but you didn't.
No, I just did a little meditation, got a little bit of answers, got a little bit of insight on it, and something helped me move through this wall.
That's
Well, you didn't really move
quite
through the wall.
strange.
Well, break through the wall.
Destroyed the wall. And
During
now
this discussion, I order my servant to go down
All right.
and just
He-
continue walking
Ew.
he
for
goes
another
down.
60 feet.
All right. He goes
Just
down.
straight.
Another 60 feet. Can you see through his eyes or anything? Or do you...
No.
He goes down for 60 feet.
Okay.
As far as you can
Does it
tell.
look dark down there?
It's very dark down there. So if you have 60-foot dark vision, you can see him standing at what looks like the bottom of a staircase.
I have
Past
no
that, you
dark
can't
vision.
tell. Well,
I'm
the people
human.
that do.
He's
Yeah,
unseen.
I
You
can
can't
see
see
him
Oh,
him.
He's
that's
also
true. You wouldn't be able
invisible.
to see him at all, huh? Oh shit.
He is
Yeah,
an
I
unseen
I sent him
servant.
down there. I sent him down there to trigger any possible traps.
Nothing happens. You don't hear anything or see any flashes of light.
Great. So, can any of you produce light? Can any of you provide me with a torch? Oh no, if
I
not
can
a
light a
torch, well, I have a lamp actually.
I can
Hold
light
on.
that for you. Right? Thaumaturge, you can do that, right?
I think so.
Oh,
I think you press
I
digitation.
just prestidigitation,
Yeah,
I
you can
pulled up
probably
my
do it
lamp.
yourself.
and I flutter my fingers a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I cause the lamp to ignite.
How large is this stairwell going down? Like, would Shadow fit?
It's gonna be a tight squeeze, but you're gonna need all help you can get. So yes.
Okay.
What?
Good answer. Good answer. Wait,
Yes,
what?
you can fit. Yeah, of course you can.
All right.
fit.
Yeah, all right.
Why wouldn't
So
you be able to fit?
I'm going to make sure that the hole is large enough for everybody to get through and put
It's
Shadow
about
through
15
as well.
feet from side to side.
Make sure Shadow can get through as well.
Yep, everyone
I-
can fit.
I'm gonna grab like a tree limb or something and some cloth and cast firebolt at it. Yay!
Jesus.
Insta torch.
Wait, okay, so yeah, you have a torch now. A little roughly, but yeah.
I kind of hold a torch from my pack.
Also, you
Oh,
can see
don't
in the
need this.
dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can, but the other people can't.
The only
Most
one
everybody can.
Only one of us can, and he has
Okay,
that taken
but-
care of.
But more fire, more fire is more fire. I'm not mad at it.
Well, I mean, I don't think that Shadow can see in the dark either.
Direwolves don't have dark vision?
I don't think so.
Bullshit if they don't. He's got keen hearing.
He does not have dark
He
vision.
does not have dark vision.
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
Fuck it, give him dark vision.
Yeah,
There's
I
a way
mean, he's got dark vision.
yeah.
Fuck that stupid shit. I'll say because he's attached to you, he has dark vision. No other
All right.
direwolf does.
Works for me.
I don't like that. Okay. Most animals have fucking dark vision.
I know, right?
Alright, so, are we going down?
Yeah, I order
Yeah,
my
let's go
servant
down.
back and just kind of, it looks like I hang my lamp, or I put my lamp into a floating space and it just kind of stays there. And I order him to walk 5 feet in front of me while making way for my allies if need be.
So yeah, what's our order of march? I'm pretty sure that myself and Fenrith and Shadow will go last since nobody can get by Shadow.
Well, then Cacron's gonna want to be up front with Culver, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then have the squishies in the middle.
So, who's in front? Sorry?
Oh,
Background
the
and collar.
influence.
And I'll be
Calver
right
with
behind
his
Culver.
shield is in front.
Alright. Alright, let me put you on the death map.
Yes. Well, I'm
Look
gonna
all right.
meditate for another minute. Make sure there's no giants down here, right?
No giants.
Okay, just checking. It comes in. It came in handy once.
It did, it sure did. I'm not shitting on it. Is Clay with you?
No, he's staying upstairs.
Alright, so let's pull you on to the appropriate
I mean,
map.
Clay's got to keep watch on all the horses that we brought with.
Nope. Because we didn't bring him for some unknown reason.
Can everyone
No.
see?
Yep.
Yes.
Portho, can you see?
No,
Nothing at all?
nothing.
You need a torch.
Oh, I need whatever a lamp gives.
I mean, this room is small enough that it's gonna illuminate the whole thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a 15-foot radius of dim light. Or 15-foot radius of bright.
I'm just gonna turn on the global illumination because it's not really
okay.
gonna matter.
That's cool.
Okay. So.
I still
everyone
can't see.
This token not tied to you at all. Why don't you drag your own token on and see if that fixes it?
Where do you want me to drag it?
Drag it towards the middle of the screen.
Nothing.
Nothing. Peculiar. Curiouser and curiouser. Turn off the lighting then. Again, it's not really necessary for this map for this. How about now?
Yay!
Just
Oh,
ignore
that's
the
scary.
outside of the walls. So you let me read my description of this. So you head down the staircase for about 60 feet, and now you're standing in a dark room. The only light is coming from behind you. Those of you who can see notice a large statue of a dwarven man in full plate armor holding a menacing-looking pike. On the walls are unlit sconces, and in front of the statue are two large stone bolts.
Large stone bowls, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you,
You
Tim.
said dwarven
You're welcome.
armor, right?
Say again, Tom?
You said dwarven armor.
It's a dwarven man in armor, in full plate.
Would I recognize the, like, any significance with this?
With the man, make a history check.
I was wondering the same thing.
Anyone who is proficient with history, besides Kakron, I'll give it to him because he's a dwarf. Anyone else who's proficient can roll it.
I ain't no proficient.
Nope,
no
not me. I ain't
Have
smart
some
with the histories.
experience. Gloves?
Kakron, you have no fucking clue.
Yeah,
Hysteria,
I have no clue at all.
you're not from here.
Sweet.
Vortho,
Yeah.
looking this guy over and considering all that you've heard the last couple of days and the fort that is just north of here, it's probably Dumar.
Oh.
Who, to recap, was one of the trusted advisors and the war chief to Aerie during the first the War of Enlightenment.
I remember I recognized that last time because I rolled well enough on that check for the fort.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Duma, but why is a statue of him below ground, below the fort? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm
Why
assuming
not?
because we came down by stair, this room has always been here. It wasn't like something that collapsed into,
Right.
like, when
Well,
the tower fell or whatever, or the room.
It
Right?
almost seems like something that people would worship, but if the townsfolk aren't worshiping it, what happened?
While you're saying that, you
The
look
tomb.
around. Sorry, while you're thinking that, you look around, and inside those bowls, you see very, 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 very old flowers that are just barely there, and a few silver coins that are minted in a way you've never seen before.
Sweet.
That none of us have never seen before.
No, none. Even if you rolled a natural 20, you'd have no fucking clue. Never seen this shit before.
Guys, it's just the tomb. It's his tomb. These are offerings made to it. Those are just, yeah.
Does
This
this
is
seem
so?
like a? Does this seem like a tomb?
Or
It
it's
doesn't seem like
or-
a tomb.
Seemed like
But-
what the fuck you want it to seem like.
I mean, are there funerary things put here? Are there, yeah.
It doesn't look like there's no like a sarcophagus or a coffin or anything.
It's just a statue with the bowls, and then these.
You get
sconces
more
on the
of
wall.
you get more of a shrine vibe than
Right.
a tomb.
maybe
vibe.
tomb's the wrong word.
But those are sconces, right?
Yeah. most of them.
Okay, making
Just
sure.
to remember someone who's here. I guess, Kakron, I don't know too much about how you guys do things, but it makes sense that dwarf stuff will be underground, right?
Well, yeah, it would be, and
Looks
that
like
would
it
be
used
made
to
of
get
stone.
more traffic than before.
This isn't how you
Well,
do
that's
it.
what I'm wondering.
Ca-
Why did it come
Kakron?
out?
Just you would know that. That's not how dwarves get rid of their dead. They burn them.
Yeah. Okay.
It's-
So yeah.
And mostly it's like funeral at sea kind of shit. Like that. This is to bury your dead to a dwarf. It's not really done.
Well, I'm not thinking so much the tomb, but more the shrine. Like, if they were paying homage to him, why would it fall into out of people's minds at all? You know, why would they know that this was here?
Maybe
Why
the
would they
dwarf
mention this?
community got chased out.
Maybe Butter Pond was bigger one day and shrunk. People kind of just lost interest. Or the new people
You would think
didn't know.
you would think a guy this important would, you know, not fall out of.
But this is just one of his shrines, not his only shrine.
How would you know that?
Okay, I wouldn't. Sorry.
He's remembered otherwise, yeah. I mean, he's got that fort right next to here.
Does it look like there's a lot of dust covering the ground?
Yeah, it's very dusty in here. It doesn't seem like anyone's been in here for a while. Matter of fact, the only footsteps you see beside your own are the unseen servant.
Ghost! Is my, what, 10 minutes my divine sense? I'm assuming that's all done.
It took him more than 10 minutes to clear the thingy.
The wall.
Let's do it again.
All right. What's the range?
60 feet.
As you walk around the room, you do indeed sense undead below you.
Yeep.
Uh-oh. Another one of these?
Are they good undead?
That's up to you to determine, I imagine.
Okay, are there torches inside the sconces?
No, they look
Guys.
like they were oil lamps. Like they
Okay.
light oil, and there's no oil there.
There's no oil in them?
No.
Are undead below us, so...
Below us.
Yes, so... Do you think that's what led you here? I know, Danbro and company.
Let's put them on the map.
I
Probably.
know that, the, Raven Queen doesn't really like undeath. She's very much against that, more so than others. Everyone's against it, but you know what I mean. Do you believe that might be why she sent you here?
I mean, I don't know. I'm sent here to collect something.
Collect.
I'm supposed to be collecting things on my way. I don't know exactly what, but something. And then he, Dembro,
I want
does
some
look down at the
Doritos.
compass, and he says, "Hey, somebody look at this. Look at this."
Spinning,
Uh,
isn't it?
It is. You look over it. It's spinning.
Sweet.
Wait, what's spinning?
The compass needle?
Then yeah,
Okay,
that just
so I
means
guess
it's
we're in the
below.
right area.
Yeah.
I'd like to take a look at the statue, see if there's anything out of the ordinary that I can see on it at all.
Investigation check.
Okay.
Actually, give me perception. Give me perception. That's fine.
Oh my god, thank you.
You're
Would
welcome.
his dwarven stone cunning help at all?
You know what?
Yeah,
Fuck it,
history.
it would. No, so that was a high enough roll anyways. So looking over the statue, it's very intricately carved and weirdly well preserved. For you imagine how old it is, and that no one has been down here recently. You do notice a few strange things about it. Around its like the belt, where the belt would be, there are just these small holes, maybe 2 inches in diameter. There's 6 of them all around the body.
I'll kind of relay this. That was the one thing you said. A couple things.
Well, there's 6 holes. That's what I
Okay.
meant. Sorry. That's just it's just a weird thing that you notice in the design. It doesn't.
How
It
deep
doesn't
do they
seem to be. Looking in, they seem to go in maybe a foot, maybe 2.
I'm not sticking a finger in that.
A foot deep? Oh god damn.
Maybe it's anchor points for poles, and that's how they lifted the statue up here. I don't know.
It's
Alright.
a big ass statue. Like, just so everyone is clear, it's very
Right.
large.
Perhaps we should pay a visit to the fort, see if they know anything about this place. We can tell them that there are undead present below their patron's statue.
Yeah. I mean, don't see how it could hurt.
They could offer insight or advice, or perhaps they have some sort of passcode or method to move the statue.
Yeah,
Or
if
at least
anyone
some
would
sort
have
of
something, it'd
history.
probably be them.
Maybe some history of this fella. Maybe that'll come in handy. Something that none of us know. Cool. Sound like a plan? You cool? You two okay with that? With us not going far.
Well, we want to do this as safe as we can, so yeah, that's fine.
All right, all right, all right.
He hops back on Denborough, and you guys head back up. Yes, you head
Yes.
back up. You crest out of the structure and head north up the hill to the fort.
I snuff out my lamp and I dismiss the unseen servant.
Gotcha. It takes you about 10-15 minutes to get up to the gate. And it's not like a huge fort. It looks like it can house as many people as you saw on the road. So there's probably not too many people here. You head up there and get to the gate, and it takes you a few moments before anyone comes to greet you. But eventually, two soldiers approach, and they say, "Hail, you have business here at the fort? Or are you messengers?"
Little kind of business. We were escorting our friend over here who
Hello.
to be a holy man for the Raven Queen, and he was sent on a mission to deal with that weird cube down there, you know, down that field. I'm sure you've seen before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
He says, "I'm sorry, did you say he was a priest of the Raven Queen?"
Yes.
Alright, I'm sorry, but we're not allowed to let him in.
Okay.
It's a really old law, really weird type of rule, but
Then surely we can come in.
of course, just your friend will have to wait outside. I'm sorry, it's nothing personal.
Interesting.
Speaking of very old laws, do you know there is a very old statue below ground?
I was unaware.
Well, now you are aware
Thank you.
of something else very old.
It's actually a statue to this fort's namesake.
Oh, that's... Can I help you with something?
Yeah, we were wondering about that. Maybe, I don't know if you had any sort of like written history here about him that could probably help us. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of undead underneath the statue.
What the hell are you talking about? Alright, just come inside. I'll get Ralph for you. He can tell you about the history. Just leave me...
Oh, he sounds like a guy who knows history.
Ralph.
Like Ralph.
Ralph is also a word for vomit.
Yeah,
Like
word
the-
bomb. Trust me, you're gonna hear it. And he leads you, Sans, Gustav, and Denborough.
Is anybody staying with him?
Yeah, Fenrith and Shadow will stay with him.
Okay.
And Clay.
And Clay. So the rest of you head inside. The two guards lead you through a courtyard. When you get close to the building, it's old. It's not like the place you were just in old, but it's old. And it looks pretty weathered. It's seen better days. You can tell where they've patched a few things and reworked some stuff, but renovations are probably needed at this point. There is moss and ivy growing on it. As you get closer and you head inside, it's spacious but utilitarian. There are very few decorations. There isn't much pageantry to it. There's a few benches along some walls, places for people to sit. You can see a mess hall not too far out, and you notice that your footsteps really echo in here. It's a stone building, and it's an empty stone building. So there isn't there's, as you see as they go off to get Ralph, there's maybe, you see two other people walk by. You get the feeling, estimate, maybe there's 20 people here. And this fort could the fort could probably hold 200, if not
Okay.
more.
The echo in here is pretty rough.
I mean, it's not like it's not
I
distracting.
snap my fingers. Does it echo?
It does.
Great.
After a few moments, the guard returns and quickly walks away. But behind him is a man in his mid-40s, a human man, red hair. It is leaving him at a slow pace, his hair. He's wearing a robe, and he's carrying a book. He approaches and he says, "Hi, my name is Ralph. I was summoned."
Yes. We asked about if there's any history, like extra written history here about the namesake of your fort, because well, yeah, we just dealing with an issue with him right now. We're wondering. It seems like you were the place to go. What?
I mean, we have a few books, but I'd probably be better off just answering any questions you have. I'm probably the foremost expert on Dumar in the barony, if not in the empire.
Cool.
Smartsy fartsy.
Well, anyway, so that cube outside on that field, I'm sure you've seen before. That weird cube out there. That's leads to a stairway that goes down into a kind of shrine of Dumar's, a giant statue of him underground.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Fascinating. That is something I was not aware of.
So I am the expert now.
Even as the foremost expert on Lord Dumar, you did not know of something right in your backyard.
No, and I admit that is that's a little bit of egg on my face.
Bewildering. Yes.
Yes, but
Can I roll for deception to see if he's lying?
Inception. Yeah, go
I'd like to roll inside as well, if I
Is
may.
it inside or deception? Oh wait, yeah, it's
inside.
inside. Well, this is not gonna. Oh.
21?
He's
Minus
embarrassed
2.
that he did not know that.
Okay. So I do feel like he legitimately doesn't know.
Yeah, he
Didn't know. He's embarrassed by that. Okay.
He didn't know. He starts to say, I knew that there was something down there, but no one would ever let me excavate it. There's...
Oh, your superiors, I'm assuming.
Yes, I mean, I assumed that given the history of that battlefield out there, there was probably something.
Battlefield.
It was, yes. A long time ago, more than 1,000 years ago, at the beginning of the Empire. It's actually it's the last battle in the War for Enlightenment was held right here, just outside of Butter Pond, and Dumar led his forces against the last battalion of orcs. There was a bloody battle, and that's where Dumar fell. So it makes sense that he would be buried there, but the records are scattered to the winds. No one's sure where he is interred.
I will kind of step behind the group and just look over the place. And as I do, I'm going to wrap my copper wire around my finger, and I'm going to point at Culver and say, I feel like if we bargain reclaiming their leaders' temple of sorts, they would be more than willing to help us.
Yeah, I just I stretch my hands behind my back and I give a thumbs up behind my back.
You know you can reply to this message.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm literally facing the dude that we're talking to. It'd be kind of weird if I just...
It's a whisper that only I can hear.
But I mean, I'd still have to whisper something, right?
I think it's telepathic.
Telepathic? Yeah. Oh, well, Culver didn't know that. Alex didn't know that. So Culver just went ahead.
Message and can reply only in a whisper that only you can hear. So yeah.
So does that mean like I'd still be like mouthing?
That's a good question.
Because that's how
It would say telepathically if it was telepathically.
It's not. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
telepathic at all.
So yeah, you do have to whisper, but no one else can hear. So yeah, you would have to move your mouth.
Yeah, so that'd be a little strange.
I mean, you
Just facing the dude.
say it out of the corner of your mouth. Sorry, I have a tick.
I figured that the thumbs up get the point across.
That's fine. I was just making you aware of how this felt.
Anyway, so if you, I don't know if you would be interested in coming down to this shrine we found, giving it a once over, use an expert's opinion.
Is it dangerous?
The shrine itself, no, but about 60 feet locked underground, I pull up my holy symbol. I was like, this let me, I sensed undead 60 feet underground, locked away.
Oh, no thank you then.
The shrine itself, there's no way for them to get up there.
That's great. But no. If it were to happen that you were to take care of that problem, then yeah, I would love to come and investigate and catalog and take notes and all that. But here's the thing, I don't want to go near the undead.
Yeah,
That is understandable.
No one does, but the shrine room itself is completely safe, is what I'm saying. It's just
how do you know that?
I mean, we were in there poking around and everything. And,
How long were you in there?
How long were we in there?
Like 5-10 minutes.
We're in there like 15 minutes. And
That's
didn't
not
activate
encouraging to
anything.
me.
We didn't touch anything.
Like I said, if you manage to figure it out and get in there and see exactly what's going on, then I'd love to come and research it and really do all that stuff. But not really for me in its present configuration. Scary and whatnot.
Ralph, listen. You have told us that you are the utmost factor when it comes to information regarding Dumar.
Yes, I am. Mhm.
Are you aware of any other statues or stone effigies of him in the area?
There are a few throughout the Empire. Most notably up north, Legate uses a lot of his iconography when training the soldiers up there.
Do you know if any of these statues have perforations around the waistline?
No, I wouldn't know of any of those.
6 holes around where he wears his belt?
Oh, that doesn't sound like anything that would be common throughout. Maybe this one that you see is special in some way.
It's about. I just want to tell whatever size. Well, it was larger than. It's like a huge statue, right? You said.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
very long.
He says, yeah, they come in all sorts of sizes. There even are a few that are carried by our soldiers to, what's the word I'm looking for? Inspire valor and bravery.
Yeah.
Also, this is how a little girl in my class talks, and I fucking love it.
You love it because I would. That
You
would drive
love
me
it?
crazy.
It's really cute when the little girl does it. It's not as cute when I do it, but it's really cute when she does it.
Imagine
So
it. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right. So since you're the foremost authority here, was there any significance with Dumont about his belts or anything like that? There's got to be something to do with this belt and this shrine.
No, his belt was never really important to him. I mean, didn't have one that was like, oh, this is his belt. He was more into his weapon.
Some sort of pole arm.
Yeah, it was a pike. It was known as gore.
Gore.
he took
Very
it- Not like blood and gore, like to gore or something.
Yeah.
He took it off of some orc warlord after he raided their village and killed their women.
Nice guy. Sounds like a hero to me.
He's one of the
Absolute
heroes of the
hero.
Empire.
No, I'm outside. I didn't hear that.
So, if I may, who's the command at the moment here?
Oh, presently, well, all the higher ups, they left.
We
Something
ran onto
about-
a few along the road.
Oh yeah, something about war. They didn't want to take me.
I cannot imagine why they would not want someone so full of information regarding
I
a
agree.
war master.
Especially if they're going to war with Ormont. No one knows more about dwarves than I do. And he says, but right now, Captain Kershaw's in charge.
I think I say Kirk. Like, solid second there.
I was under the impression that there was a tenuous peace of some sort.
Yeah, and then more resources were found, and
More resources,
yes, it's escalated, and it's probably gonna come to blows here in the next few months. I'd stay away from the south if I were you.
Well, shit, because there's more orcs than normal around here, so that ain't good.
Orcs.
We run into a few already.
Oh, that is troubling.
It is good that you have the protection of Fort Dumar around you.
Yeah.
And
20
its
minutes
finest?
and that it should be fine. I farted again.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
Ralph, that's
Anyway,
you've been a great help.
Of
do you
course.
think the captain is be up for visitors at the moment?
Probably not. I don't think he's actually here presently. I think he went out on a hunt.
Cool.
When they take away most of the troops, it's not really a military base anymore. It's just kind of 20 guys who live together.
I get it.
Well, does anyone else have any more questions regarding the history of either the area or Dumar himself, or even the fort?
What is your prejudice against those who worship the Raven Queen?
Oh, that's not my prejudice. That was Dumar's prejudice.
What was his prejudice?
He didn't care for people who dealt with the undead. Not the undead, with the dead. He didn't care for the way they had special rites for burial, and he thought that their beliefs were silly. And so, in his honor, when he died, when they founded this fort, they decided they wouldn't allow any of those people in here to. So if you die here, you don't get to make your way to the great end.
You have someone
Usually they
else's
burn you.
beliefs forced upon you. Right. That sounds very okay.
And the few times it's happened, we usually take him down to the river and we set a rowboat on fire. It's all very barbaric, if you ask me, but that's all the dwarves
I
do
don't see
it.
the problem with that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean offense.
Well, he is a dwarf, so
You're right. It was poor wording on my part, and I apologize.
I would say he's more of a fighter than a barbarian, but still, he fights with the fervor of one.
When he actually hits and kills.
Hey,
Any other questions? Ortho, you want to ask our friends outside if they have any questions?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Never mind.
All right. Well, like I said, if you manage to clear out, if you manage to clear out the trouble, please let me know.
Before he goes away, I'm going to send a message to Asteria, asking her if she or the others would like any questions to be asked.
You are more than 30 feet from anyone outside.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Oh, is
I
that?
thought it was 60 feet.
Oh, it's 120. I was looking at the wrong spell.
Everybody wrong.
That's probably in the range. That's fine. You do so. Does Asteria have any questions?
Yeah, I typed it.
Oh. Oh, from, he says, no, not that I am aware of. That might be a better question for historian of the Raven Queen.
Well, guess we'll ask our friend Denbro. And his friend.
The dog?
Gustav?
Yeah, maybe we'll
We
ask
can ask
Gustav too.
Gustav.
I'll ask Denbro first.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
Well, like I said, if you find out that it's safe, let me know. Goodbye. And he turns around and kind of shuffles off.
Man.
Alright,
That
back
was-
to my regular voice.
That was less than enlightening.
We make our way out.
Maybe we should ask about the, maybe tell one of the, whoever's most in charge at the moment about the whole undead issue, because I feel like that guy probably shut in, keeps himself.
So you want to find the person who is currently in charge?
Yeah, just go to the first person that's see. Excuse me, who's
Second
currently in
opinion.
command?
What do you want?
Well, I figured you'd want to know about that with that cube out there, you know, with the whole statue underneath the ground. There's also some undead down there, 60
Okay.
feet below that statue.
Thank you. You may go now.
You're not at all
He
concerned
looks at
about,
you like you're insane.
not concerned about the
Just
undead.
looks that he doesn't A, believe you, B, he thinks you're crazy.
I pull up my statue. I pull out a statue. Yes, I do that. Pull up my holy symbol. Like, I can sense them
Okay.
from a certain distance. All right, whatever.
Okay, bye. And he walks away.
Well, I'll bring you in a head or two.
Great.
Just walk out the door, I guess.
Excuse me, young man, just be careful. We have... Let Ralph know. There have been orcs in the area, so just keep an eye out.
Right. Thank you.
Bet you. So, that guy. Whew. That guy's dumb.
I wouldn't call him dumb, just
No, he's
useless.
dumb. That's exactly what you're not supposed to do. So when you hear a threat, you're not supposed to just brush it off no matter what. Maybe if it's a boy cry wolf situation, I get it.
Culver, if I came to you and told you that there was someone spawning undead in the cupboard of the bar you came from, would you believe me?
Probably wouldn't believe you, but I wouldn't just brush it off.
Exactly.
And also, a cupboard is weird, but a
Cupboard, a pantry,
underground, underneath a mysterious cube on the earth that everyone's scared of.
well, it is not so mysterious now. It houses a statue of Kumar. It is, I fear you're missing my analogy, so we will move on. So,
So,
Anywho,
where are you going?
back to the place, I guess.
perhaps we can try to move the statue? Or, oh wait, was the floor made of stone?
It was.
Hysteria,
Yeah,
I'm so glad you didn't go in there. It was unbearable.
I figured.
And just because some old dead stuffed breastplate didn't like the Raven Queen.
Hey. That's my
Well, I
ancestors
mean,
you're
he
talking about there.
seemed, I know, but he seemed to be, like, almost like... Well, I mean, I would have to wait until you guys told me, because I didn't hear anything.
Kakron, would you be
Stuff.
upset if I insulted any old dead dwarf?
No, but I mean, this guy was important to the Empire.
Right.
He is a what's the word I'm looking for here?
He's a hero of the
An
land.
ambassador for our race to the Empire.
Okay.
And he didn't necessarily say that, any, fort that you create for, in my name that you need to do this kind of thing. He was just, he was stuck in his ways in terms of who was suitable for worship. He didn't tell them to not allow anybody in. That was whoever built this fort.
Right. Right. Stuck in the past, stuck in the ways. Need
Stuck
more
in the middle of you.
progressivism, movement.
Let's face it, us dwarves are
turning.
stubborn.
You're stubborn. I've met plenty of dwarves who like change. Many. So, are we heading back?
Sure.
Well, I mean, the whole reason we're on this voyage, as it were, is to help Gustav.
Oh yes,
Compass.
Hysteria.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that you could move the stone of the floor to reveal the passage? Perhaps if it is below the statue.
If it's... I should be able to.
How about we give that a try?
That might work.
What spell is this? Stone shape.
Mold earth. I believe stone
Mold earth
counts.
isn't gonna do shit.
Yeah, dirt or
If you
stone.
target an area of loose earth,
Or stone.
Portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range.
it's on the ground. If the dirt or stone you target is on the ground, you cause it to become difficult terrain. Where? Let me read this.
It only says if it's loose earth, you can.
I'm just making sure that it
instantly-
works on worked stone.
It just says stone.
Yeah.
It doesn't clarify what type.
Excavating things says loose earth.
Yeah. So if you target an area of loose earth, you can instantly excavate it. It's not loose earth.
Right. The only thing I would be able to do with stone would be to etch on it. It looks like with images or shaping patterns,
Yeah,
and it would
pretty
only last for a little
Do
bit.
you know stone shape?
No.
It's a 4th level spell, I think.
Yeah. I can make it difficult terrain, but I can make it non-difficult terrain, but I can't. I mean, I have shatter. I can try and, but that would be up to the
I'm
dwarf.
not so sure
Yeah.
I would allow shatter on a statue so grand as this.
Well, I wouldn't.
You
I
know that
wouldn't
guy
make
that Takron knows nothing about? He wants to
Yeah.
protect a giant statue that the house is undead.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't go for the statue itself. I would probably go for the base of the statue. since
Well,
it's
remember
already
we tried
underground.
shatter on stone and it didn't do anything. So
It was on ice, I thought.
no. It was on stone.
The
Thing.
cave.
It was on Uthgar's cave.
If I remember, that was a pretty low roll, though.
I'd like to go back up to the door real quick and knock on it, see if somebody will answer.
1 second, guys.
Sure.
I mean, we may be overthinking it. It may be some kind of puzzle that we have to figure out.
My current hyperfinish is just stick 6 of my javelins through those holes and try to lift them or spin them or something.
Stick my
Well,
finger
sorry,
in there,
I'm
see
back.
if it moves
Sorry.
at all.
Okay.
What was the
Well,
question?
So I would like to go to the front door real quick and knock on it, see if somebody will come to the door.
Eventually, somebody does. The same person that greeted you to begin with. Yeah, can you do
Yeah,
something
just
else?
just real quick. I was just wondering if you guys had any lamp oil that I could buy from you.
And he walks away, comes back with how does oil come in? Like big jars?
Yeah,
Hands you 2 jars. It should just go.
thank you.
Yeah. All right. So you're heading back to the mysterious stone structure in the middle of a battlefield.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. You head back, and you're back in the room.
Hold on. On our way, I want to look
Okay.
for some flowers.
Oh, actually, Matt, can you roll a dexterity saving throw?
What?
You managed not to trip on a rock.
Oh.
You want
I
to look
did.
for flowers?
I did.
Yeah, I want to look for some flowers on the way.
Piece of shit.
Any
trying to check to
particular
see if I'm
flowers?
here.
No, because I couldn't determine which
plenty of
ones were
flowers.
in the basin, in the bowl that was down there. So I'm just looking for any kind of flowers, pretty flowers.
Alright, you find some wildflowers, purples and blues.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pick those and carry them with me too.
You guys make it back to where you were and are now standing in the map that's on the screen.
What is the diameter of the holes?
2 inches.
They were 2 inches.
2 inches.
Would the coins fit?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the
Intentionally
weird
fit.
minted coins, yeah.
The holes are bigger than the coin.
okay.
Stick 'em in.
So that's probably not gonna be a good thing. I feel like this is a dwarf puzzle. Like, I feel like...
I want to go forward and stick my finger in the hole, see if it, like move it to side, see if the actual belt itself is loose at all or turns.
It doesn't seem to.
Hey, I got 8 others, or 9 others.
What?
Like, that's what he gets for sticking his fingers in holes when he doesn't know what's in there. Ask Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You get bit by eels.
He got bit by an eel
Oh,
because
okay.
he stuck his finger in a hole.
I thought she meant vaginas. Anyway.
Wrong holes.
Wrong holes. Anyway. What are you guys doing?
Fenrith walked around and put oil in all the wall sconces and then put the flowers inside the right-hand stone basin.
Okay, you do all those things.
Want to ask, not Denbro.
Gustav?
Gustav.
I only give a shit about the dog. I only give a shit about the dog.
Want to ask Gustav about, is there any, history about this guy stealing from the Raven Queen or anything that you know of?
Not with an actual clue.
Cool.
He says, no, no, nothing I know of. I don't even really know who this is.
Cool. Never mind. Continue.
Apparently he had misgivings regarding your lady.
I suppose that's true.
People are very close-minded.
True.
Even the dead.
What's up with that?
That got them.
The wall sconce is light.
Oh, that's weird.
We'll kind of leave them on fire.
I wasn't paying attention to Fenrir. I was thinking.
It's now well lit in here.
My plan has worked perfectly.
How much?
Well.
Are these silver pieces? I'm gonna move up to the bowl. Are these silver pieces in the bowl just minted differently, or are they gold pieces? Or
They're,
copper?
they're silver and they're minted.
How many per bowl?
Like, there's like 2 in the far right one and then 3 in the other one.
I put 2 in the far right one and 3 in the other one.
You do so.
It's
I want to
gotta
go
be
up
a
and
dwarf
investigate
thing. Yeah.
So you want to put your
gore.
flowers in?
I already put the flowers in.
Oh, okay, well, shit.
Someone else was saying something.
Yeah, I want to investigate gore.
Okay, you look it over and it looks to be just a very well. It's part of the statue, like it's attached to his hand. It doesn't look like an actual pike, and if it was, it'd be fucking huge. But it looks gnarly, and like it can really do some damage. There's like skulls etched in the sides of it. It looks to be like colored in a way that it looks like it has blood on the tip.
Like real blood?
No, it's just like that's how the artist rendered the blood.
All right, Clock, climb to the top and see if you fall.
What?
I don't know what to say.
The chamber that you're in now is 60 feet up.
No, I meant top of the statue. Like, sit on his head and ponder.
That didn't work last time.
I know.
Does
I
it
would
look like there's
to
any
quote-
writing on the base?
There is actually, and it's written in Dwarvish, which I imagine you read. And
Yes.
it says, it just says Dumar, the Iron Fisted.
Is there any other writing? Anything rune scriven?
Make an investigation check.
Gladly.
Looking around, you notice that the bowls do have engravings on the outside. You can read all languages, right?
Sure can.
It's written in Dwarvish, and it says, one of them says strength, just all around. The one on the right just says strength all around, and the other one says valor. But you don't see any other writing or runes around.
Strength and valor. That's
Interesting.
Kakron, you have taken a very interesting interest in this one. Do you know anything about the word strength and valor when it comes to dwarven heritage, Mr. Aficionado?
I mean, granted, we're known for our strength, but
Really? I thought you were
valor
known
is just
for
part of-
drunkenness.
well, that too.
Got you there.
Takes a lot to get us drunk, though. Our iron constitution usually gets in the way. Does it look like the bait? Like, looking around the base, does it look like there's any kind of is it set into the stone of the ground, or does there seem like it's like there's a crack or like anything like that underneath it?
Make a perception check. That is it's flush to the ground, but it is not attached to the ground.
I'd like to push it on it from the eastern end.
Go ahead and make a strength check. Doesn't budge an inch.
Shit.
Shadow will push from the northern end.
Make a strength check.
Oh, guys, we tried this before.
Yes.
We have.
Ooh, that was a great roll.
Doesn't
That's
budge
a
an
wonderful
inch.
roll.
Are there scratch marks on
I'll
the
save you the time. No matter which direction you push in, it doesn't move.
Oh. Well, shit. Should have saved that roll then. That hot 19.
Should've. Damn.
How wide are the holes?
2 inches.
2 inches?
2 inches and about a foot deep, that he said.
Excuse me.
Jab one out.
Okay.
Go ahead and put one of them holes there.
All right. It goes in for about a foot or so, and then just stops.
And I
Make a
turn on again.
perception check.
I've done it. Oh god, no.
It's a perception check. It can't kill you.
Oh god, no. Every check is
You say that now.
You
At least it's a check and not a save, right?
stick it in, and there you go.
Guys, I did it. Behold.
I
Did
wonder
it do
how
anything?
Dumont died.
In battle is what you were told.
Alright.
In battle here in this battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps arrows through waste?
Maybe.
Or
Any of
javelin.
you
It's
have
a little-
arrows?
Yeah, I've got a
Look
ton
like
of
the
arrows.
holes are like evenly spaced.
I think I have arrows. I may not have
Yes,
arrows.
they do look to be evenly spaced. They're definitely deliberate.
I do not have arrows.
Fenrith 1,000,000% has arrows.
Yeah, I've got arrows because I shoot them constantly.
What?
Yeah, it happens. I'll go ahead and put one arrow in each of the 5 remaining holes.
You do so. Nothing happens. Make a perception check.
Do so with guidance.
Cool. Add a d4.
Damn, that +8's not doing you any favors right now.
Right?
You very, very faintly hear, as you stick the last one in, the cracking of wood.
But I don't feel it on the end of the arrow, right?
Not the arrow. You pull it back out and it's not cracked.
I relay that information.
Do you know
Cracking
is that cracking inside the statue?
Yeah, it sounded like it was coming from in there.
Now the question is, do we want that to crack?
I don't know. It was only the last one he put in there, right?
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have done the puzzle.
You know we do terribly with puzzles.
You guys can do it. I believe in you.
Do we want to crack the wood?
I want
we could.
I want to try to grab the javelin and shove it in harder.
That's what she said.
Just more brute force.
Yes, brute force it.
You take the javelin, jam it in. You hear this. You hear a metallic kind of like metal hitting metal sound, and then you hear crunching the floor.
What the hell is that? I want to keep tapping it, see what happens.
As he does this, is anything happening to the statue?
Make a perception check. You also notice that at this point, not Denver. God damn it, Carter. Gustav drops down to his knees and starts to cast some kind of spell.
Great.
No, the statue seems to just be the statue.
I pick up the silver that I put in the bowl, and I just throw it at the statue.
It clangs off.
It has to sing.
10 minutes go by. Finally, Gustav finishes what he's doing. His eyes open, and you can see a very familiar sight to what you've seen in a few of your companions. He seems to have casted Detect Magic.
Detect magic?
Oh, shit.
You mean that thing that Catcon can do?
Oh shit!
Good job, guy.
He looks around and he just points to the wall to the back of the building and to the left and the right. And he says, "There's runes there.
What do they say?
They're not in a language. I don't."
Well, I look. I'm asking Joe. What do they say?
You can't see them.
I'll cast Detect Magic as a ritual on myself as well.
You do the same thing, and you do see these runes. There are 3 of them. One is, I will ping. Hold on. Get Gustav's fucking shit out of my way. One is here. One is here. And one is here.
Can I read them?
You go over to them. They don't say anything. They're not like words. They're symbols. Are you proficient with Arcana?
No, but I should know what the school is from
You can't
Detect
see it.
Magic.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh yeah, that's right.
School or no?
Actually, however, let me look at them. They all have the same school, I would say, based on what's happening here. Yeah, they're all abjuration.
I'll kind of mention this to everybody else around me.
What do they look like?
And I'll describe what the runes look like. If I can, I'll trace them. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you trace them on like a parchment piece or something?
Yeah.
Or in the dust on the floor.
yeah,
Go ahead
and
and
that's
make
on
make a dexterity check to see if you can recreate them. Oh, yeah, they're fucking perfect.
Way to go, Idaho.
So now anyone looking at them, if you are trained with Arcana, you can make an Arcana check. Oh, look at that, 3 you've already rolled. Would anyone else like to roll?
I don't know shit when it comes to magic.
That's one skill that Rortho is not proficient in.
Luckily, she rolled just barely enough. These are schools of magic. They are the representations of schools of magic. One of them is abjuration, one of them is transmutation, and one of them is evocation.
Yes.
That's it. We have to stand in the middle.
Oh man, we gonna die!
I am the perfect being. I will
I
stand
have
there.
never seen the 5th element.
Oh man,
What the hell is wrong with you?
You need to.
you are missing out.
Rage quit.
You
Chris
You need to-
Tucker as Ruby Rod is the best thing. It's Chris.
You need to end
It's
the
Chris
session
Tucker.
and go
It
watch
is.
that now.
All right, fuck off.
Fuck off.
I don't smoke. We gonna die.
So if all the schools of magic are represented,
There's 3
Could-
schools of magic that are represented:
It was
Right.
transmutation.
abjuration
evocation
and invocation.
abjuration.
Shall we attempt to activate them with magic?
Well, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
So here's the thing.
So what is the thing?
runes, yes, the runes are centered. I mean, surrounding the statue, or I mean, it's on almost all sides. What if the statue is in place to keep those things down there?
Your
What
point
if
is.
somebody put? Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, we don't know what we're getting into, I guess, and it's not preferable to me to go in blind. I mean,
So we just abandoned Gustav when you all seem so. Let's help him.
no, I just want more information. Like,
I believe we have exhausted our sources.
I believe so too. Alright, so
It would
do
be
we want...
important to say, although I don't think you're gonna fuck up the puzzle going forward. Kakron, you would have noticed that coming from each of those runes, there is like a line of magic that just points to the statue.
Of course there is.
You said one of them is transmutation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll relay the whole line of the magic pointing to the statue.
Do the lines still stay there if, say, I stand where the beam is? Okay.
It seems to run along the wall and then down to the floor and then...
It's like the Cloister of Trials from Final Fantasy X.
Yes,
So what if we
I
break
have played that.
runes?
Great game.
I feel like we must empower the runes with magic from the appropriate school. Then we will find out what lies below.
Fair enough. I have...
I can only do abjuration.
I feel like Hysteria, you could cover the transmutation aspect. This mold. Earth
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Yeah. And I will cover the evocation.
What was the third one?
Abjuration. I can cast abjuration.
So there you go. Well, here's the thing. Is it a cantrip?
No.
It's a waste.
No,
Well, you know,
don't
now that I
waste.
think about it, it might need a power.
An actual spell, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
let's
Let's
the
try it at
cantrip,
first.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah.
Alright, so the one to the east is the abjuration. So who's doing abjuration?
Does
Okay.
anyone have any
no.
abjuration cantrips to begin with?
I don't know what thaumaturgy is, and that's the only one I got.
No, I don't think so.
That'd be evocation, if I'm not mistaken.
All I have
I
is
do.
necromancy, divination, and a evocation cantrip.
So Hysteria has
Transmutation.
abjuration cantrip.
Yeah.
Oh, you have blade ward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, I will do the transmutation,
Okay.
and then someone else needs to do the evocation.
I can do evocation with
the evocation.
flame bolt. Okay.
I'll imagine. So we're doing flame bolt on the evocation, we're doing mold earth on transmutation, and
And
we're
then-
doing...
No, we're doing
Blade ward.
prestidigitation on the
Oh.
transmutation, and then
Okay.
blade ward on the abjuration.
Gotcha. Alright, so you
On the
all...
count of 3.
Yep.
One.
2,
I
3.
You all cast your spells. And then, Kakron, you watching, there's just a burst of light that only you can see. This bluish energy that kind of goes and then fizzles, and then the beams of light, or the beams that are going to the statue just kind of disperse. And then you all see there's a rumbling, and the statue begins to lift up into the air.
Sweet. It can fly.
It
We
was
must
fully-
lift. We must lift it.
wasn't. You must lift it.
We must do squats.
Here,
What
since
is the-
I was here, I'll. Why can I not get in the square?
Lift is my brother.
Your
it's
grids
lifted
are
up.
weird. Okay.
Yeah, they are. They sure are. It's lifted up on a pole, and as it gets higher, you see in the center of the
ready
pole
an
as
attack.
it gets 40 feet up, and in the center, excuse me, in the center you see a smallish, like maybe a 1.5 to 2 foot in diameter orb that is made of a material that you have all seen before, Rossum. It's just kind of sitting there attached to this pole, and there are three or four sockets in the face of it. 3 of them are empty, but one of them has like this clear, like diamond-looking gem.
Is this what you need there,
And then, sorry, there's one more thing.
Gustav?
And then as it gets to the top, there is like this metal platform, and I will actually pull it up so you can see what I'm talking about. A metal platform just sitting there that fits flush into the ground.
Should we ride the elevator
Where
of
do we
death?
see the Rossum?
In the center of this, or not towards the bottom, like 5 feet off the bottom of the platform.
That's what I
Cool.
So, perhaps it is a power core of some sort? Kept in check by this material?
Guessing whatever that thing is, it's what's powering this.
Yeah, do I make this out to be any sort of thing? This organization of the Rossum and the Diamond?
Make an Arcana. I mean, you know what Rossum's for. It's for storing magical energy and using it. So you get the idea that maybe you have to. You don't know. Like it has something to do with magic because it definitely does if it's Rossum. The gem itself doesn't seem to be magical in any significant kind of way. Maybe it works with the Rossum in some way. Or just
Right. Like,
Does it look like the Rossum or the gem are glowing right now?
The gem is slightly glowing. The Rossum, it's almost looking at it with the detect magic. It's like there's a void of energy. Just anytime you look at Rossum, that's what you're gonna see.
and this is, you said 5 feet from the base of the statue?
No, the base of the statue is 40 feet up in the air. This is 5 feet from the base of the lift that you're on, of the actual.
And it's floating above the platform.
It's not floating. It's like attached to this pole that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how big would you say the pieces of Rossum are?
Probably like 2 feet in diameter.
Ooh.
It's just this like orb of it, attached to otherwise a metal pole that extends up to where the statue is 40 feet above you.
Do you make anything out of this, Gunter? Gustav, whatever your name is? G-Man?
Other than it's surprising, no.
Hey, he's blind, isn't he?
Like yeah, he doesn't see anything.
Yeah, but he casts detect magic too, so he can kind of see the void and the glowing
He
and
can,
all
yeah,
that
he
kind
can
of
see the
stuff.
void. He can see the gem, but he doesn't really see anything else.
Okay.
It wasn't there a second ago.
That's true.
Little nervous laugh.
We need to descend.
Yeah, do we ride the elevator of death?
I don't
How do
know
we
if
make
it
it
is.
move?
This is a good question.
Maybe cast something into that gem. What kind of school of magic does he sense in the gem?
Yeah,
Doesn't.
it's just faint glowing.
Yeah,
Oh.
it seems to be just like all of them. Doesn't seem to be a specific one. Just kind of is magic.
Oh, eyeshadow.
You're all piling onto the platform.
I don't think we can.
I mean, since you're just gonna, you could all pile under Shadow and onto him, and
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna try to ride the edge as far away from that Rossum as I can, because, yeah, things and stuff.
so you stand on it, It doesn't move.
Like
Somebody
not
has
even
the
like
power.
so it doesn't move at all, even like a little bit of a shake while getting on.
No, it doesn't seem to give any kind of way to your weight.
It's
We
totally
have to
solid,
charge
guys.
we
I
have to
cast
charge this,
Prestidigitation on the gemstone.
Nothing happens.
Are the Gustav, Kakron, are the runes still on the wall?
No.
No, they seem to be gone. And the lions disappeared once we cast our spells on them.
Maybe cast all 3 into the gem.
Perhaps. Let's try that. You know, 1, 2, 3, and then we do it again.
You all gather around, cast a spell.
Mhm.
Elevator doesn't move.
And I'm stumped.
How many schools of magic are there? 6?
8.
Oh, never mind then. That doesn't make any sense.
With them casting at the stone didn't change in any kind of brilliance or anything.
Nope. I mean, the Rossum absorbed the spell. Just kind of like gobbled it up, even though you were targeting the gem.
You want to try and pull the gem?
I feel like we need to move to Rossum. So so describe the shape that
It's
this
an orb.
Rossum. It's an orb, right?
Mhm.
But where does the gem sit as opposed to the orb?
So there's like, let me see if I can draw this. That's the best way.
Yay, art school!
Alright, so let's do it.
Yay!
Art time for class.
So this is the pole that is extending from the platform to the statue.
Okay.
Alright, right in the center, I'm gonna use this handy dandy draw shape, is not in the center, sorry, 5 feet from, like, yeah. So imagine that's 5 feet down, or 5 feet off the bottom of the platform, right? And then on its face, there is the gem, and then 3 empty sockets.
Do we have 3 gems to place in the sockets?
Are you sure?
I do not.
I don't have any gemstones.
Yeah, I have a moonstone.
Bag. Oh.
I look at Culver. Do we have any gems in there?
Oh yeah, I got the bag.
Oh yeah, you do.
Let's see. Didn't we? I believe those are all cashed in. Nope. No gems.
Yeah, I think all I have is a moonstone on me.
I don't even.
Grab some
I'm
rocks
looking
from
it up.
outside. We could
I have a diamond.
Oh lordy. Is there a?
Yeah, but you
an
need
elevator-
that for your spells.
Is there
I
one
do.
of those elevator boys in here?
The diamond seemed to just be
Bellhop?
stuck.
It seems to fit snugly into the socket.
Everybody off.
And I'll get him.
Okay.
We just need to move the diamond to a different hole.
I will attempt to pry the diamond out with a dagger
As soon
or
as
my
you-
hands. It
As
seems
soon
to.
as you stick the dagger in, it just comes out. It's not stuck.
Okay, that's what I figured. How about we charge it? And I cast Prestidigitation on it to attempt to make it like glow blue. I don't know.
Under the diamond,
Yeah.
it glows blue.
Cool. Put it. Stick her in.
Now I put it in the hole, a different hole this time.
It doesn't fit in that hole.
Okay.
It looks like it should. The holes all look pretty uniform. It doesn't fit.
Did the diamond grow?
No,
So I put it in the same hole.
it goes in. Nothing happens.
Does it turn in the hole?
Yeah. Nothing happens when you turn it.
Jesus. Strength, valor. What the word say in Dwarvish? Nothing useful, right?
Strength and valor.
And then his name.
Yep.
Maybe we gotta strong man this orb around.
Matt, make an intelligence saving throw.
Uh oh.
Uh-oh.
You failed.
Okay, I'll do it.
I believe in you.
I don't believe in me.
Lay down. Ooh.
Boy, you've been staring at that wall for a while.
Yeah.
You should probably look at something more interesting.
Okay. I'm gonna stare at Vortho.
So
Hello.
the diamond doesn't fit in any of the hole. We can't move the orb thing. There's no other mechanisms. Have we tried just standing on the elevator and jumping up and down at the same time?
I don't feel like that is safe.
It seemed pretty solid when I got on it.
I mean, and Shadow was on it. Shadow's kind of big.
To the elevator, boss.
I grabbed my moonstone and see if it fits in any of the holes.
It does not.
I didn't think so.
It's way too big.
Should
So
we
all
try
of these-
Should we try standing on the elevator and casting those spells at the general area where the runes were before?
Oh. I don't know if that do any good because the runes are gone.
Are they gone?
Yeah, I
They-
don't know.
What's that? Oh, never mind.
So these holes all look the same size.
They all look like the same size, yeah.
But when I take the gemstone out and attempt to put it in a different hole, it just doesn't fit.
Yeah, you don't know why. It's just like,
Any of the other ones.
doesn't work in any of them.
And there's no gemstones laying around.
Mm-mm. Jeez, guys, I thought we might fight something tonight, but apparently we're just fighting this elevator.
God, we love puzzles.
I know you do.
Just strong man, this freaking
You guys are so close to this. You're so fucking close.
orb around. Spin the orb or something. Doesn't
You
spin.
spun it. It spins. It doesn't do anything.
Does the apparatus
The
that's
coins.
awesome that fills in, can it be moved?
Do you mean the orb?
Like the orb, is the orb just attached to the
No,
pole?
it's attached to the pole.
And I slide it up?
Nope, it doesn't slide.
I grab a coin and I put it in one of the. I try to put it in one of the other slots.
It doesn't.
One of those
slide.
like coins that are sitting around. Damn it. Can we reach his the statue's pole arm and push that around?
It's 40 feet up in the air.
Oh yeah, forgot about that part. Forgot underneath it.
Send
I'm
Clock up.
gonna look up at the statue.
I mean,
From
clock can
underneath
fly,
it.
but you look up and you see the bottom of the statue. Just looks like it's
Doesn't say. Doesn't
No.
give me directions for an elevator.
no.
To operate, press this.
God damn, can they put instructions on these things?
What shape is this gemstone? Is it an orb?
It's like a diamond shape.
Oh, so it's like like a stereotypical diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Could I put the pointy in one of the smaller holes?
I mean, that's what you were doing before.
All right.
You flip it around,
Sorry,
it doesn't do
I'm
anymore.
racking my brain for this.
Could the gems be located in the room somewhere?
I think we've inspected the entirety of this room.
Yeah, there's nothing else in here. You guys are so fucking close. You've tried
Hope the
something that was
diamond is
almost
harder.
it. There's the hint for you. You've tried something that was almost it. Don't make me have to solve this puzzle.
Tried something that was almost it.
And we cast 3 of the schools in. What about the other 5? Could we cast the other 5 into it to see if it makes it go down?
Try. I've got.
'Cause there's
Clock,
8, right?
Necromancy.
How many?
There are 8. Abjuration, transmutation, evocation, necromancy, divination.
Ooh, necromancy. Because there's
So
only
I cast Spare the Dying, I cast Prestidigitation, and then I cast fucking Chill Touch. Or no, Eldritch Blast into the
I can cast Friends for enchantment.
I cast Guidance for Divination, and I cast Toll the Dead for Necromancy.
Other than it really not liking that Eldritch Blast that almost knocks it out of the pedestal, nothing happens.
Damn it!
Well, no. I pull it out and then do that. I'm sorry.
Oh, either way, nothing happens.
Son of a bitch. Well, that's what I did before. Damn it.
Didn't somebody try and rotate it?
It didn't work.
I grab one of the flowers and one of the coins, and I stand on the thing, and then I fuck around with the orb.
You fuck around with the orb?
I don't know. I do everything I can think of. I fucking touch the coins and the flower to the orb. I say, "Hey, please bring me down." Kakarot, say in Dwarvish, bottom floor, please.
Say strength and valor in Dwarvish.
Strength and Valor in Dwarvish.
Yeah, put the
God
fucking
damn you, Joe.
gemstone back in before he says it.
Who would this work for?
Uh-oh.
I hate everything.
I know you do, baby girl. I know you do. Let's go with Vortho. Makes the most sense. Give me a history check.
Oh, shit.
11.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this.
Orcs suck. Say that.
I do have keen mind.
Yes, everyone that is associated with the Empire, and you know this, like in any kind of like really important military discussions or really important positions within the Empire, like the Emperor or like even just like the leaders of villages, magic is super important to them. You know that. So that's probably deep-seated. And since you've met Knights of the Ark, and those assholes can all cast spells, you have a feeling that this puzzle has something to do with spells.
Well,
Guys,
yeah.
I feel like this has nothing to do with magic. And,
You know what? Give me that gem real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Identify as a ritual on that gem.
Okay. You take the 10 minutes and cast the spell, and as you do, it is magical, but very faintly, and you can't really determine what it does. It just kind of facilitates some other sort of magic.
do it on the orb. Do it on the orb.
Okay, I'll
It
try
seems to be
casting
part of an
Identify.
enchantment.
I'll try to cast Identify on the Rothram, or on the orb.
Okay. As soon as you finish the spell, the energy coalesces into the orb absorbs it, and the elevator starts to move.
Oh my god, what the?
Wait, is that identify?
The gemstone was a distraction.
It starts to descend.
I jump on.
Yeah, we're all on.
I jump off, then jump on again.
It's okay. Make a
I'm kidding. I don't do that.
acrobatics check.
Nope, you said it. It's canon.
You said it. It's canon. Do it. Make an acrobatics check.
Oh man.
Absolutely.
Character sheet go. Stupid fucking period refreshing bullshit. Acrobatics. Oh.
Oh yeah, that's a minus
Sure
for you.
it's
Isn't
not
it?
athletics.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh
That's
no!
lovely.
You eat so much shit. Like you jump off, you're like, I don't know. You jump back on, and your foot catches the ledge, and you just
And you
face plant
scorpion.
onto the thing. Yeah, and you scorpion. You take 1 point of fall damage from being an idiot.
Yes.
I hope
Lordy.
you die by 1 HP later on. That'd be great.
Man,
Oliver, what are you doing?
I don't know. I never know what I'm doing.
And you like to chastise me and make fun of me. That's very interesting.
The elevator descends.
And I attempt to help him up.
He gets up. Embarrassed, but still alive.
Yo, cutest.
elevator
Hey, honey,
descends.
sorry.
Goes down for about 40 feet. As it
AB,
swings
what's up,
around,
buddy? How you doing?
reaches
How you
its
doing?
rest, look
Sorry,
around
guys, I
and
didn't see it
a
earlier.
Very obvious crypt. The first thing you truly notice is a feeling of overbearing dread. It permeates the air and makes it harder to breathe. It hurts. You feel like it's trying to smother you. Everyone make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, you just love these freaking these.
You do know I hate you, right?
Are you kidding right now?
It's a con
Everyone has,
save,
everyone
right?
has
Yes,
plus
it
4.
is.
Let's see.
Shadow's good. Fenris is
Is
dead.
this a disease of any sort?
Hmm.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
What? Oh, okay.
Sure.
DM me, please.
A
I-
magical disease.
Am immune.
So,
Oh,
I
good.
have the ring. Oh no.
I have
it would to be
advantage. 12 plus 4 is 16.
16 is the DC. So
Feels
who
good, man.
failed? Asteria failed.
Could have thrown it out there and say maybe Fenrith failed.
Actually, I'm going to do Tides of Chaos and roll with advantage.
All
I'm gonna
right.
redo that one.
Good luck.
Hey, thank you.
She rolls a 2 this time.
I know. Watch.
Oh,
Much better.
Hey, add
So-
4 to that.
Fenrith failed,
on.
and Fenrith is the only one that failed. Not a D4, just a 4. Yeah, Fenrith's the only one that failed. Fenrith, as this energy just seeps into you, you start to cough, and that cough is persistent. You take 2 points of necrotic damage, and your
Yay.
max hit points are reduced by 2.
Even better.
Smell.
This isn't a poison though, right? It's just a disease,
It's just a disease. A
Just
magical
a
disease.
which means lesser
worry.
restoration does nothing for me.
Oh.
Yeah, as we descend and this hits me, you know, I take a breath. I'm like, I love the smell of death in a crypt.
That's so weird.
Oh, I should probably roll for Denborough, and
Oh god, the old man's
Oh
gonna
god.
die.
Oh, he's
They get
gonna
plus four.
die.
he rolled a natural 20.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Throw out the dog.
yay!
He rolled
Who
a
gives a
5.
fuck? You gonna roll the 1?
5.
2 seconds ago, you gave a fuck.
He's the only one you can remember his name for, everyone.
Alright. Why didn't you paste? Paste, goddammit. Paste!
Paste.
Let me
It's
turn
dark. I'm scared.
Off, yeah, let me turn off the.
It's so very dark.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Alright.
Drag
Let the
your
cat
ass-
down here.
Drag yourselves onto the fucking map.
Okay.
Let the
Anyway.
cat right on this litter.
Is it dark in here?
I'm gonna give you more explanation. It is dark
Okay.
in here, so you can't see, but everyone else can.
Oh, I'm gonna light a torch then.
There you go. The room that you're in is in disarray, covered in cobwebs and rubble. Lining the walls, you see a series of shelves, one every about 2 feet, hewn into the walls. Upon these shelves, you see hundreds and hundreds of skulls. They range in size and shape, but they all look mostly humanoid.
Uh-oh.
Mostly human or mostly humanoid?
Humanoid.
So what are the non-humanoid ones?
Make an nature check.
Nature.
Oh, I know those.
Nature.
Why am I bothering when we got freaking Fenrith over here?
Fenrith rolled like shit. Fenrith, you can see there's a couple like animals, but nothing crazier than that. A couple
Alright.
bears, wolves, stuff like that.
Cool.
But there's hundreds of them. Hundreds.
Hundreds.
I
Nice.
sense again.
Yeah. Oh, the evil. Oh, good God, there's undead in here.
Are the skulls on the wall?
Well, just first
undead?
off, the room feels undead, if that makes any sense.
Guys, the room is alive, but not alive.
It feels
With the
like
sound of music.
It feels like the death is just rising up towards you. And you do notice that there are 3 skulls out of the hundreds that are not regular skulls.
I point those out to everyone. It's like, those 3 are undead. They have undead under their, I don't want to say live, but that's not the right word. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Well, you pointing them out is going to take them away from hiding. And we're going to have to roll some initiative.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
I would say
Uh,
sorry, but it was going to happen regardless.
Well, not necessarily.
They're undead, but we're alive.
What is Clock doing all the way over here? Oh, Clock.
It's a square clock. Clocks aren't square.
Silly clock.
Yes.
Chicks are for kids.
Dicks are for moms.
Wow.
Oh.
And some dads.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And other people who don't have children. Dicks are for some people.
Not everyone, but enough.
not for kids.
There is
Specifically not
sometimes
for
food.
Oh, look. Clock is back to his same initiative order.
Yeah, because he's not rolling for himself,
Yeah,
or
didn't
nobody's
I
rolling
roll
for
like
him.
shit for him last week?
Yeah.
I think. Oh my gosh! I think you rolled like an 8. Like it was so bad.
What the fuck is that? Oh no.
Oh my. Are these floating
Oh
skulls?
no.
Oh, what? Oh, it's fine, everyone. Everything is going to be just fine.
Oh no.
I don't know if I believe you.
I know that you're worried.
Very
This
worried.
isn't the encounter I was talking about.
That's okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
I did not roll for Goosey.
Goosey? Loosey goosey.
Loosey Goosey, baby.
Gustav, loosey goosey. I'm blind. Have you seen my dog? Neither have I.
Wow.
I once
He
got
laughed
sent
like
to
a
the principal's office for telling a joke. Did you hear about the deaf kid that fell down the stairs? Neither did he. Because, you know, ableism jokes aren't funny.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Gustav, quick, cast detect magic so you can actually see.
It's not his turn. Clock!
It's not his turn.
These things are 40 feet up.
40 feet up.
Mm-hmm. They start to fly off of a shelf.
Oh, fuck me, I'm useless.
Clock meows.
Matty boy.
Maddie
Oh
boy.
fuck! Did I accidentally muted my mic?
You-
Sorry.
you
I said
muted.
I'm
You damn idiot.
gonna prep an
Meowth,
attack
that's
and
right.
wait.
Okay.
Meowth, that's white.
That's white? Wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wow.
Meowth is wide.
I didn't like the way you said it. What is Gustavi gonna do? Gustavi will cast Bane on all these pieces. Oh, can he see them? He can't see them because he's blind, so he won't do that.
Oh.
Man, fuck you for making him blind.
Okay, so is Gustav his familiar, maybe? I doubt it.
Denbro is not his
Denbro.
friend.
Oh yeah, Denbro, sorry.
Actually, doesn't say he has to be able to see them. Oh, yeah, he does. Since we'll see you guys for bless. You bless
Yeah.
up 3 creatures within range. Nope.
Really?
Yep. You bless him with 3
That's
creatures
cool.
within your range. So he will actually cast it at a higher level to get more of you in on it. So he'll get the 3 that he gets are Asteria, Clock, and Fenrith, just normal, and then he'll cast it at 5th level and get Cacron and Culver.
Yay!
Suck it. boy.
Yay!
Yeah, I have blessed.
That's
Yes,
okay.
Bless.
I have an advantage against these guys, so I feel pretty good.
All right.
They're
that's
not
the end.
giant skulls, right?
No, they're actually very small. They're just normal sized skulls.
Oh,
It was worth a shot.
They're,
Whole thing.
I mean,
based
the
on
normal
their
size
icon size,
skulls.
they're tiny, right?
Yeah, they're tiny size.
Okay.
They're normal sized skulls because skulls aren't that big. So that's the end of Clock and Gustav. That brings us to Fenrith.
All right, Fenrith is gonna move over to here,
Oh, hot trash. Good one.
and I'm gonna shoot at this one up here
Guys, focus fire. On take out.
with sharpshooter.
Take him out.
All right.
That's a miss.
That actually might not be. Nope, that hits.
Oh hell yeah! Suck arrow.
He didn't like that. That really hurt.
Good. And yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, that brings us to Shadar.
Shooter is gonna come over here, and he's gonna ready bite for when this thing comes in range of him.
All right. Readied. Vortha.
Let's see. I'm gonna step in this direction, trying to avoid any bones if I can on the ground.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to do so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna step back away from the group. And oh, I got my character sheet up already. Sorry. I am going to pull the gem out of my pocket and then cast Eldritch Blast from it at this creature here.
Good. Good. No, no.
Of course not.
No.
That one does hit.
Alright.
No.
And you can see it's like it loses its jaw, but it's still up. It's just not doing too much.
Did you hit
Okay.
which one? Same one?
The north one.
The northern one. And then that will be all for me for now.
All right. Lydia.
I will cast Chaos Bolt
All
at
right.
the one to the east of me.
Okay. After you do that, give me a d20 roll.
Yeah.
These are up to 2.
You should like add your macro.
Yes.
A d20.
Oh, that
Oh,
misses
fuck
so
me.
bad.
Seriously, so bad. Alright.
Oh, you know what? How much damage did you do, Fenrith?
26.
Is your bow magic?
Hold on.
I think it's just real good, right?
You said it was a masterwork, so I don't think it's magical.
So, no, it is not magic. Okay, so you just did half damage. You didn't do as much, so it's actually
Hold
doing
on.
better off than it was.
Yeah, and I don't get my weapons, my Kenzie weapons magical until level 6. Okay.
Okay, the 15 is fine, so nothing surgy happens. Anything else, Astidia?
Not at the moment.
All right, that brings us to Denborough.
I like you just get like super accented just for the one, just for the name.
Like the way she's. I just like her name.
No, it's so that his phone doesn't go crazy.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point. You watch as Denborough just kind of like takes up a defensive position and takes the dodge action. Kakron.
I will move forward. Hopefully this will be in range now. And I will cast Toll the Dead at this northern one.
Say wisdom save.
Yep.
Natural 1.
That was a shitty roll on my part.
Yeah, it
You
was.
know what? It is necrotic damage.
Yes.
That did not do as much as you thought it was going to. Oh, it didn't do anything because it's a cantrip. Anyway, if it had done something though, ooh. Never mind. Anyway, anything else?
Wait,
for
what?
Kakron?
Did
I-
it pass or fail its save?
It failed to save. Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. I don't know. So it did do
Doesn't
damage.
say.
It just didn't do as much as you thought it was going to.
Okay.
Yes, I figured it out. It's good. Don't worry.
Alright, that's my turn.
Culver.
Oh my god, I get to go before them. I cast Bane in all 3 of them.
Okay, that's a charisma save.
Yeah.
All right. One on the left
15.
passes. One
Shit.
north fails. One on the right passes.
Fuck.
So the one that you
Man.
guys have been kicking his ass is Baned.
Literally the only one that's probably even close to dying. You said it's 40 feet up?
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Should have done Hunter's Mark on that thing. Son of a bitch.
Well, I guess at disadvantage. Oh, wait, no, it's Bane's an action. Yeah, it's an action. Shit. I don't have any useful bonuses because that's concentration. I'm not
Damn it.
using a spell, and I hate.
Completely forgot.
You know, I don't think I can really do anything useful
All right.
because I just use a spell. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna stand there.
Perfect. Will bring us to them. The one that you guys have been attacking didn't care for all the attacking, and so he sees this nice little cluster of folk here, and I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws as he shoots out a bead of fire that comes towards you.
Is it just the 3 of them, or?
Yeah, no one else would be within range.
4 of them.
Yes,
Oh,
Ooh,
4,
what?
yeah.
and they both definitely fucking failed. Actually,
Sorry,
That's
I don't
okay.
know who was supposed
Yeah,
to
we
do
deal
it.
with this.
Yeah,
We
you're
just go
good,
back to what we were
Tamara.
doing.
It was you.
Right.
so yeah, Tamara and Matt, dex save, please.
Yeah, mine sucked. So
Oh.
It's okay. So did Matt.
Hey,
Matty McBoy.
that's a nat 1.
That is indeed what it is. Then you both take 19 points of fire damage.
Ew.
Denborough takes 19 points of fire damage. And so
No!
they all took it. And fucking Gustav goes flying off his back. He does not look good.
You're adding your
No,
plus to it,
Goosty.
right?
It won't matter.
I can't get the.
The
Ow.
DC is 15.
Yeah, I can't get the thing, the macro.
Right.
I can't get it right now. I will do it from now on.
And he needs to see if he's still concentrating on that spell, which he is not. So all your blessings.
Damn it.
Damn
We
it.
got one solid round of it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, he looks so bad.
Or sorry, you got one solid round of it.
All right, the other ones are going to have more concentrated fire, and they're both gonna fire off at the one who's slinging spells around. Hysteria. This one's got to, actually, he's got to fly down to get within range. So he flies. What's his fly speed? 40. So he goes down to here, so that he's within range of you. And he fires off 2 fire rays at you. First one's an 11.
Nope.
Second one's a 9.
Nope.
Yep, the 9 hits.
So this one flies to here, so that he's within range of Vortho. Fires 1. That's 22.
He has disadvantage. Or no. It's he must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
He's
you
going
got-
to attack me.
That's right. He's
Because
not dead.
I am among the dead.
You sure are. I rolled a natural 19.
Okay.
Oh, I guess 22 hits, right?
It sure does.
You take 15 points of fire damage,
Ouch.
and then the second ray is a 7. But let's see if he can even do it. He can't. So
No,
doesn't.
he's immune.
Oh, is he?
On a successful save, the creature is immune to this effect for 24 hours.
Well, he's lucky he just missed then.
Okay.
And that ends their turn. These ones are now 10 feet off the ground. The other one is still 40 feet up. Clocky McBoy. Senor Clockenstein.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna run at this one right here.
Okay.
That's on the ground, right?
No.
Oh, all right. Well,
He's 10 feet up.
I forgot I have a what's it called?
Boots of Flying.
No, not that. A hand crossbow.
Okay, you
Yeah,
can also
Boots of
fucking...
Flying.
You also have boots of flying.
But I don't want to fly.
That's fine. Shoot him with the crossbow. I'm just saying you can fly.
I'm gonna hit him with a crossbow.
All right, you do hit.
And I can sneak attack, right?
No, because you're not within 5 feet of him.
Oh. Well.
And there's
tits.
nobody else in 5 feet of him.
Well, that's a bummer. All right.
7
Well,
points of damage.
I did it. All right. That's the end of my turn.
All right, that brings us to Gustav, who is going to fucking heal himself.
Smart man.
Yeah.
I didn't think that worked.
Let's see. He is going to cure wounds at 3rd level on him. He's back up to full.
I thought healing magic didn't work on him.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Hey.
shit.
I forgot about that.
Same team,
No,
Lexon, or Benton, come on now.
Because
you
I
for
wanted to
reminding
fit the
me.
narrative.
Thank you for reminding me. I
Damn.
actually
Damn it,
forgot that.
Ortho.
I was like, he
If
has
this
healing
guy
spells.
dies, guess what? We get to do what we want again.
No, that's true.
Well,
Truth.
You can do what you want right now.
He just
Uh,
said
No,
that
because
he
the group
couldn't-
wants to follow him.
No, he just said his healing couldn't cure
No, it doesn't
his
work.
disease.
I honestly just forgot that it doesn't.
He doesn't know that it's a disease.
Instead,
Well,
he will
whatever's afflicting him.
cast Prayer of Healing instead. Actually, no, Mass Healing Word.
That's a good one.
So how many people can that target?
Isn't there like up to 5 or 6 within
6
range?
creatures within 60 feet of him. So he's gonna do Clock and Hysteria, and you're the only ones that are really hurt. Oh no, you're hurt too, Vartho. So he'll do you.
Yeah.
And Denborough. And that's all he can reach. No one else is hurt.
I'm missing 1 HP.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He's gonna go ahead and ignore that.
It's
Damn.
What
He
do I
can't
get?
see. He doesn't really know that you're there.
What's happening?
He doesn't see
You
your
get
pain.
7 hit points back, everyone.
Cool.
I thank you.
Calder, your pain is not recognized on this plane of existence.
And that's the end of his turn. So that brings us to Fenra.
All right, so the one that I've been attacking, I'm going to go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark like I should have before.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot him again with Sharpshooter.
Is that like a short sword?
Yes.
Just like that hits.
Just like a short sword.
He's dead. You see this?
Well, I want to give him one more point of Hunter's Mark then. All right, if he's
You don't
dead,
care for it.
if he's dead, then I'm going to go ahead and transfer it to the one that's over here for the...
Have to wait
Oh,
for
I have to wait for my
do
next
that.
bonus action. That's right. My bad. So he's deaded, huh?
He's hella dead.
Sweet. Oh, that's it for me then. That was action and bonus. Shadow is going to move down to this one over here. Can we safely say that he can reach him at 10 feet up?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to freaking bite then.
He can fucking swallow that thing. Look at that.
Yeah, he's going to miss.
That does miss.
All right then. That's all he's got.
Alright, that brings us to Vlarthel.
I will take care of this one. Focus the other one. And I point to the one to the east. And I...
This one?
Let's see. Yeah, I say take care of this one.
Okay.
I will handle the one nearest me. And I will... Okay. I'll reach into my bag, and I will pull out a small cookie.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like
Feather,
cookies.
Sweet.
and I crumble the cookie.
Oh.
Fan the crumbs with the feather. And I say,
Shit biscuits.
this place. You know what? I'm not very funny. I will cast hideous laughter.
Okay. Let me make sure it doesn't have a condition immunity. What condition does it invoke? Just
Incapacitation.
It is not immune to that. Of course not. And the save is what DC, and that's a wisdom save. Right?
Wisdom save. The DC is 14.
Natural 19.
That's what he got last time too. All right. That's all.
It's Stevia.
I'm going to loose another Chaos Bolt at advantage, spending a Tide of Chaos.
All right, you're at 3 now.
No.
What?
Yep.
Come on, potted plant.
Which one is this? The one closest to you?
Yes.
All right. What's the damage? It's a lightning and a acid. Not immune to either one of those, so he takes full damage. You can roll a d20 for me.
I have to roll 2 of them for you.
Okay.
One for the spell, one for the tide.
Oh.
You're good on that one. You're good. Or bad, depending on how you look at it. Anything else for you?
Damn, no potted plant.
No.
Denborough is going to take Gustav back over to the lift in case you need to make a getaway. And then he's just going to again take the dodge action. Khaki.
I'm gonna
Run
down
up
to-
Shadow's back and hit him. Oh, wrong way.
No, I'm gonna run down to this one, and I'm gonna cast command at it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say descend.
What's your DC?
15.
He just gets it.
Ooh,
Damn it!
guys. Saving everything.
Anything else for you?
That's all I got.
Culver.
It's me. So, Tindervorth, are you sure you got this one?
No.
Okay, then I'll help. And in that case, I will, vow of enmity, and, I'll use my lightning javelin without activating it.
Okay.
So it's still just, it's a magic javelin.
Sure is. That misses.
Fuck!
But you
have
draw
advantage.
Vendity, you have advantage.
Yes, I do, and I always forget.
6.
Cool.
So that's 3 piercing damage. That can't be right.
That can't
Yeah.
be right.
He
Your
crit
strength
failed on
sucks.
like all of them.
What?
Your strength is
Why
only.
is your strength so low?
Oh, it's only +1. Yeah.
What's your strength
Plus-
score?
+2. My bad. 15.
Oh my god.
You poor soul.
I'm level 6. Do something about this.
Dude, don't tell me to live my life, alright?
My strength's only 6.
Yeah, but
you
you're
don't
not
need
a
a strength to hit
strength
shit.
class.
But you hit things with
What's
the
your
sword.
yeah? What's your fucking charisma? 18, right?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Fix your shit, Culver. Anything else for you?
Well, because I kind of motherfuckers, this is my first character I ever played, and I kind of mixed up the thing paladins do, and his charisma's 18, and his strength
I mean,
is 15.
We might
You're,
need to
you're a
respect
martial
this
class,
shit.
though.
If you want
Yeah,
to
okay.
respect that, that's fine. If you want to switch
No,
those numbers
no,
later,
I'm good. No, I'm
okay.
good. So yeah,
That's everything, unless you want to move some more.
shouldn't a javelin be not +1? No, it's not. It's
No,
just magic.
not. It is a magical weapon. Though.
Okay.
If you hit, it wouldn't have.
So yeah, that 6. Okay, yeah, it's strength. That's fucking shoot me in the face.
All
That's
right.
action
That's what
and
his
bonus.
plan is. So.
And then I will.
Don't you have another javelin of lightning and an extra attack?
I do have an extra attack. Did I? What do we do with the second javelin? Did I take it?
We picked this up the second one. I think you're the only one that could use it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
Pretty sure you have it.
That misses, but you still
Horribly.
Advantage. Should have clicked the advantage button, but I didn't.
Either way.
Wow.
Okay. That's all you've got, I imagine, unless you want to move. All right.
No, I'm good.
All right. Should have moved because he's gonna put a fireball right between all 3 of you. He's gonna go up 30 feet into the air and then put a fireball there. So dexterity saves for all of you.
Cacron gets +4.
Cacron and Vortho and Culver, I should say specifically.
Dexterity.
Damn, Cacron.
Hey,
Hey, look
She
at
had
you.
that
Dexterous monkey.
I rode that bitch.
You passed, Cacron. The other 2 failed. So you take 9 points of fire damage. Culver, you take 9 because you resisted. And Vortho, you take the full 18.
Okay, I'm not shooting too good.
Then the other one is going to do the same thing to the other 3. He's going to fly up. However, what's your face? The dog gets an attack of opportunity. Shadow.
Yay.
Ooh, knock him prone.
I would like to.
That does hit.
Do it.
It's a strength
Give me strength save.
This thing can't be
13.
strong.
Oh, it's a -5, guys.
Yes!
Oh, man.
9.
Yay! He's prone.
Down on the ground with you,
This ain't
man.
going nowhere.
That's
Hell
fine. He
no.
can still cast fucking fireball.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so he is prone, he is hurt, and he's gonna cast a fireball. Where would be the most? Can he get? Oh, he can get you.
No.
Yeah, he can get all of you.
Fuck.
He gets
Damn
everyone
saves.
except for Denborough and
Oh, thank God.
Gustavi. So deck saves from the 4 of you. Fenrith passed. Hysteria.
That was Shadow.
Shadow passed.
Yeah, Fenrith passed too. Woo!
Fenrith passed.
Way to +7, man. Actually +9 -2.
I want to see clock
Block,
save though.
dexterity is your thing.
Clocked. Deck save, please. Dex save, please. There we go.
Yay.
Alright, so you're all gonna take half damage. Let's see what the damage is. I haven't clicked the button yet.
14, 15 points.
It is 14 points.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a 28, guys.
That's exactly what I rolled.
And I'm not feeling that well either. Super fun.
But it's prone there, just kind of laying there, and
Sweet.
stand at the turn. Clocky McBoy, it's on the ground now.
Fuck it
Yeah.
up.
I'm gonna run at it. I'm
Okay.
gonna run at it. Oh my God. I'm gonna run at it and I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit.
yeah,
I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna short sword.
Oh,
shit.
shit. Advantage because it's prone, so 10. You
Oh,
hit.
Sweet. Sweet. I'm gonna sneak attack it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God. Oh God.
That's 15.
And then I'm gonna dagger it. Oh shit.
Okay. That's
You
26, that
still
hits.
have
Oh yeah,
advantage.
that's sweet. Yeah.
It's,
All right.
it's dead. It's really dead, Matt. It
Oh,
had
God, I
19 hit
killed it.
points, and it had 18 hit points, you did 19 points of damage. It's dead.
I was gonna say where's the smite?
I smite the body.
Do it for reasons.
Dude,
It's undead. It's undead. Do it.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
God.
Don't. It's a waste of a spell slot. He's fucking with you.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Do it.
Oh god.
No, don't do it. Anyway, anything else for you? That's action, bonus action, and half your movement.
No, I'll chill.
Okay, that brings us to Gustav, who will just take the dodge action. And Fenris.
Mass healing, man.
Oh yeah, you guys are all fucked up. He'll definitely do that. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, because Vosso is messed up and the Styria is hurting.
He's going.
Are we all doing German accents now?
Very painful.
I think you can open the damage.
Yeah, he'll do mass healing word on everyone that needs it. So if you don't have full hit points, he'll do healing word on you.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Oh, that's 9.
9!
Yay.
Listen, Ausflot Gagan.
Look, I'm back up to full health.
Back to 46.
Fenrith.
Fenrith is me.
There's one more target on the field.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and move the Hunter's Mark to him.
Okay.
And then shoot him. With the sharpshooter. Don't miss. Fuck. Fuck.
I will bend luck, and he can add a 1d4.
I need a 2! That's a 1.
9.
Oh, fuck, are you kidding?
That's a poopy. Oh, that's all he has.
All right, that brings us to Shadow.
Shadow can only move 50. Oh.
Even if he got over there, he's 30 feet up.
Oh, is he?
May as well dash. I don't know.
Yep.
He's gonna fireball us though.
Oh, shit. No, never mind. Hold on. I'm going to go back here.
He's at
I don't believe that, so...
When the DM tells you not to do something, or to do something,
We're going to go this way.
Do the
They're
opposite.
definitely going to go this way and sit up here. He's going to ready the dodge.
He's readying the dodge action.
Readying dodge, yep.
or what?
If something comes his, like if he gets a spell
take
shot
the-
at. Yeah, take the dodge action, sorry.
He's taking that.
Take a dodge.
Spending a key point to do so?
What?
Oh, it's Shadow. I thought
Shadow. Yeah, Shadow.
You guys went next to each other. I got confused.
Shadow. Shadow dodge.
Shadow. I understand. He picked the dodge action. Okay.
Shadow dodge. Alright. That's all I'm doing.
So clenching my burnt shoulder, I'm going to hobble away 30 feet. If I'm not mistaken. Of course. Before I do that.
Okay.
Where did I go? 30 feet? Yeah. Before I do that, I'm going to clasp my palms together, throwing my torch to the ground. And then as I bring them apart, I summon a Shadow Blade. And I'm going to... He's 30 feet in the air?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just going to fling it at him.
Disadvantage.
So, disadvantage.
Not hard to hit, though.
24.
Yeah. Look at you. That's 11 points of necrotic damage with each of which he's resistant
Nope.
to.
Is it necrotic? I thought it was supposed to be
Says it right there.
psychic. Hold on. I think it's supposed
I
to be
think you are correct. I'm actually 100%
It is
sure you're right.
psychic.
It's psychic for sure. Now that you say it.
Yeah, I'm changing that. But I'm also going to expend a Bardic Inspiration to do Psychic Blades.
Okay.
We'll take another 2d6
Roll that beautiful beam damage.
for 8 psychic damage.
Cool. He's not looking too hot. I mean, he's bloodied for sure.
Now I need to change that. Now I'm going to
movement?
move 30 feet away.
All right. Asteria,
Yeah.
it's your
Bless
turn.
you. I'm going to move. And he's 30 feet up, you said?
He sure is.
Okay, but it'll be a direct line. So I'm gonna lightning bolt him.
All right. That's a deck save. Hey, he's not half bad at those. 20.
Fuck me.
Your
Seriously?
Your DC is 11?
There's no
I
way
don't
you're
know.
decent.
There.
I
Roll
feel
20
like
fucked
that's
something up
not
recently.
right.
It's gotta be 17.
Well,
It
it's
has to be
8
right 'cause
plus
it's
3
charisma.
plus 4.
Yeah, roll 20 fucked up recently. Like a
So
bunch
8
of my
plus
things.
7, which is
done the same.
15.
Yeah, you had to go in and like change all your DCs.
Oh, okay, yeah, my DC is 17. So
Either
if
way,
I-
he rolled a
oh,
20 either way, but
Yeah,
just wanted
what?
to make sure.
Fuck. On
What an
here,
asshat.
that's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to
You
mess
should just
with
delete it. Make them. It's annoying.
Okay.
Anyway,
For another time.
that was your action. Bonus action?
Boner action.
Because I'm annoyed, I will. Super weird. Okay. I will quicken.
Fireball.
I believe firebolt.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's not do a fireball because DM told you to.
I was guessing. That hits. It's dead. Oh, fuck, is it dead?
Yay! I killed one!
It had 7 hit points. You did 24 points of damage to it. It's very, very dead.
Roll some d20s.
Oh, yeah. Just one.
Yeah, 2. Oh, no, the firebolt isn't. It's a cantrip. So, yeah, just 1. And you're up to 3 now, right?
No. Yes, I'm at 3. Yeah, because I spent 2 tides of chaos. So, yes. I'm at 3.
So, that's fine. It's dead. You guys are now, again, in an inert room.
So, that was under 10 minutes. Do I, sense any more undead?
Not in the room you're in,
Not in the room you're in.
but below you do.
God, there's another
Fuck.
floor. I was gonna say, maybe we should go up the elevator and chill, but...
Well,
maybe
hold
we
on,
should-
watch this, and I'll cast Identify as Ritual on. Well, not yet. I'll
Nope.
wait till Gustav and Puppy Dog get off the lift.
They get off.
Don't
And
do
then
that.
I'll
Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
Why not?
Because what if it leaves and there's no other platform here?
But what if the only way down is through the platform?
Then if we're not on the lift, we're just leaving it.
Can I determine what kind of floor we have? Like if it's dirt
It's still
or
stone.
it's still stone. Okay.
Can I search around here and see if we can find anything of use?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go up and try to poke around in these corpses, see if they had anything adorning them or.
Yeah,
an
I think we're all
investigation.
gonna investigate.
Corpse is a strong word.
The skulls, you mean? The skulls along the wall?
Skulls, sure.
Ooh, excuse me. Wow. Why is that opened? Where's my investigate? There it is.
Activates the corpse of a head.
I suck.
Fenrith and Vortha looking around for a while, you do notice that on the south western wall, up about 40 feet, there is, like, on like the top shelf, there seems to be something like glimmering against the torchlight inside one of the skulls.
No, I'm.
Anybody got mage hand?
Well, I'm in particular looking at the skulls that we just killed.
Oh, they just seem like skulls.
Okay.
Now that they are inert, nothing. Just kind of
Well, I point out the glimmery skull. Say, hey, anybody got mage hand or a way to get that thing down? Or do you want to climb there, Clocky boy?
Or
I,
fly.
Or fly? Yeah.
Grab my
Why
jump.
exactly?
I don't know, man.
Would a
Maybe.
gust of wind be able to push it off?
I'd give you a check for it. It's just, well, let's see. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I can't save. So yeah, it pulls off. You see this skull come. Oh, actually, you see like a handful of them come flying off the shelf, and they fall
I'll
before you even
catch the shiny one.
make a dexterity check.
I can do that.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll pop it.
Well, I didn't say I'd succeed. I said I can make one.
You do manage to catch it, and it just kind of lands in your hand, and you see this small, diamond-like gemstone fall out of it.
Oh, wonder if that goes in the thingy.
I have the button for the next floor.
Maybe.
What do you do with it?
I will hand it to Kakron since he is the one that made the lift work last time.
Sure, hand it to the guy that can't reach 5 feet up.
Okay, fine. Ortho, do you want to come with me and we can figure this out?
Guys wanna maybe take a break? We,
A little
Short
bit of
rest?
a short rest?
if this place is clear.
Yeah,
There's no more
it is.
undead up
I
here.
mean-
There's more undead down there, though.
Yeah, let's take a short rest then.
Alright, so you guys take a short rest, half hour passes, you get your shit back.
Question. With me losing the max hit points and stuff, do I get those back at long rest or?
You don't know.
Awesome.
I'm gonna pick up the 2 javelins of lightning and hand them to Culver.
Oh, you already picked them up.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Alright, so now what?
Wow.
Stick it in the hole!
That can't be real.
Oh, it's real, all right.
I thought it was only on saves.
Didn't that
Minimum
happen
1.
before?
He has a -1 constitution, minimum 1. You get 1 hit point back. That's
Yep.
bullshit.
But that happened before, too, didn't
It
it?
has happened before, and it was funny, and that's the same way I rolled it.
Yep. Welcome to my life. I really need a freaking god right now.
Or a fake card.
Yeah.
Just like
And
better
I-
constitution.
I hide my holy
Maybe
symbol.
the Raven lady will be so happy with you, she'll grant you
Alright,
for
so
us
you guys
helping Gustav.
have rested and whatnot. What would you like to do now? We're probably going to end here in a minute, but I want to see if you guys can figure out this.
3 hours later.
I will take the new gemstone and try and fit it in one of the other.
It fits right into the second slot.
Okay, and then I'll have Kakron do what he did before.
Everyone all aboard first.
Yeah, we'll all pile on.
Alright, you all pile
And once
on.
everybody's on, I'll cast Identify at the rostrum again.
Alright, as a ritual,
I'm grabbing York down here.
Yes.
Grabbing,
you
I'm
take-
grabbing one of these skulls.
you take the time, cast the spell. The lift doesn't move.
Nah, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
We have to think again. Shit.
Hold on. What type of spell is Identify?
Divination.
What were the 3 up top?
Transmutation.
And
And-
evocation.
Evocation.
Oh, wait. We're in a bunch of skulls, right?
Try Necro.
I can do chill touch.
Yep. I cast Chill, or not Chill Touch,
Toll the
Toll
Dead.
the Dead at the rostrum.
You do so, nothing happens.
Shit.
Shit.
Keep trying the other 3.
I don't have a cantrip for the other 3.
I have.
I have
What are
transmutation.
the
That's
other
it.
3?
I want you guys to take a second. Think about what the difference is between the spell Friends and Identify. There is one big difference.
The fact that Friends is a cantrip and Identify is a first level spell.
I don't have a necromancy regular spell.
I do. I can cast False Life.
Also,
Does it count when it's on yourself?
Yeah,
You
but if
see-
I'm casting it
you try to
near.
cast the spell, and it does absorb the energy. It does the same thing it did when he cast Identify, but it doesn't move.
So do I get those points?
No, you do not.
Okay.
But it does expend the
Hold on.
spell slot.
I know. That's why I'm mad.
I cast invisibility on it.
And for a moment, you see it shimmer and disappear before it just absorbs that energy, and the lift starts to move down.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And that's what we'll call his next session.
What's the difference?
The level.
False Life is level 1.
Sure
Yeah.
is.
And we needed a level 2.
Well, I don't have any.
Oh, so
rear
next
So,
one's gonna have to be.
I guess
level
what, to
3.
get
To get to the 3rd level, it's gonna
Or
have to be
back
level
up.
3.
Whichever way it works.
So, to get back to what, level 1, we have to do 3 cantrips, I would assume?
I don't know.
Yeah, it might be.
I don't know, because we cast 3 cantrips at it the first time and it didn't do anything. to try and
Yeah,
go
because
down
it was at the top.
Yeah, we were already at the top.
So
right, but we were trying to go
listen,
down one
to
level.
go down to the second floor that we're on, that we just fought on, it's a level 1 spell. To go down to the next floor, it's a level 2 spell. Perhaps to get up to the previous floor, you have to cast what required to, be at that floor. So to get up one now, we have to cast, say we were here where we just fought, we have to cast 3 cantrips to go up. So from where the floor we're going to now, because we cast a 2nd level spell into it to descend, we may have to cast a 1st level spell into it to get up.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
this is the 1st level floor, technically.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Or we could just hope hard enough.
I will point out that you did just cast 3 cantrips into it and it didn't go up.
Not at the same time.
And without all the gems. Alright, but I gotta go. So.
Yeah, I need all the gems first.
Matty boy, I'll call you.
Sounds good, man.
Alright, goodbye everyone. If there are
Laters.
any questions, you let me know. And I will see you in 2 weeks.
See.
Bye.
I will not be here in 2
And
weeks.
that is it. I am done. See you later.
Okie dokie.
Yo, what up,
Goodbye,
Yarn?
everybody.